Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. evening, everyone, and welcome to IndyStar Friday Night Live presented by Bath Experts, the only show that brings you the week's biggest Indiana high school football games wherever you are, so you catch every thrilling finish, every big play, and the gridiron stars of tomorrow today. As always, I'm your host, Justin Mack, coming to you live from the IndyStar newsroom, and joining me as we drive into Week 5, Matt Glennesk, IndyStar Sports Editor. Matt, what's happening, man?
Happy Rosh Hashanah to all our Jewish viewers, all two of them.
Only two?
It's my wife.
Oh, okay.
And my son.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
So representing, glad to have you back for another week of action here on IndyStar Friday Night Live. Like only we can bring you, and we've got a ton of games.
It's a great week. Great week of games.
Big old thick week of games. So let's get to the big
and Week
board.
5 is really, it's the midpoint of the season. It's where you really get to see, you figured some ththings out through the first 5 weeks. Obviously, this year is different than every other year we've had.
Absolutely.
Not every team has played 5 games, but for the most part, we've played 4 games. For the most part, we know what we're going to get almost at this point. At least we think we do.
Yeah, exactly. But anything can happen, and that's why we play the game, and that's why we bring you the game, so you can watch them and see anything happen.
Exactly. All right, you ready for the slate of games?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure. All right, well, the big one of the night is number 1 Center Grove versus number 3 North Central in Class 6A. That is a huge one that is brought to us by the IU Health Center CG Gridiron Network. That game is on pay-per-view. You can watch the whole game on that network, or you can do live look-ins with us here. But that's a huge game.
Very
Definitely,
excited for that game.
Center Grove has proven to be the best team in the state to this point right now. North Central, this really should be a defensive slugfest. So we'll see. It might not be pretty on the eyes if you like offense, but it should be a very, very competitive game. Then we have Hamilton Southeastern against Westfield, another all 6A matchup. Westfield ranked number 11, HSC number 8. Now, Kyle Nedrip says this game is really, really interesting because of how the sectionals in 6A have changed with Carmel moving to the south as opposed to normally they're in the north. So that north side of the 6A bracket is wide open, and these two teams are two teams he thinks can make a deep tournament run. So might be a harbinger of things to come in that HSC Westfield game. So definitely keep an eye on that one. Then another huge game that should have plenty of fireworks. We were talking about the North Central Center Grove game might be a defensive slugfest. This one, Mooresville Decatur Central, will be loaded with offense. Mooresville puts up points. Mike Gillen's offense with the sophomore quarterback Nick Patterson, Brecken Green at running back. They've put up figures. Decatur Central, Peyton Horsley, Javon Tracy. We've watched them all year long. They're not stopping. They're not slowing down. They score points in bunches. That is a huge game in the Mid-State Conference. Likely the winner of that game might walk away with the Mid-State title. Then we have Ben Davis, Warren Central, in the MIC Network Game of the Week. You can watch this game in its entirety on IndyStar.com. Perennial powers, both a little down this year, but that doesn't mean the rivalry between East Side West Side is any less. That'll be a very, very competitive game to watch. Warren Central's defense has been really, really ridiculously good. So then we move on to Indiana SRN game, Garin Catholic versus Roncalli at 7:30. Roncalli is in its 3rd game in 4 weeks. Garin Catholic's only in its 2nd game in 4 weeks. Both these teams have had to deal with cancellations, but that's always a good matchup between Garin and Roncalli. Then we have a big game in the Hoosier Crossroads Conference. We got Brownsburg versus Fishers. Brownsburg's number 2 in the state in Class 6A. So that their offense with Ben Easters, with Preston Terrell, Luke Lacey, Caleb Marcus, the younger brother Donovan Marcus, who put up ridiculous figures, is now at Ball State. So Brownsburg's got plenty of weapons on offense. We've already seen them on national TV. We will see them on the Fisher Sports Network tonight. Bishop Chatard dropped from number 1 in Class 3A after losing to Cathedral last week, but again, Cathedral might just be the best team in the state regardless of class, and that game against Center Grove at the end of the season will be great to watch between Cathedral and Center Grove. But Chatard's still a very good team. Southport has only played 1 game, so yeah,
that's a tall task.
Yeah, it hasn't been an ideal start to the season for Southport. Obviously, their Week 1 and Week 2 games were canceled because of a positive COVID test, so they've only got 1 game to their belt. So Chatard comes in. That should be a tough test for them. Another really interesting game is Tri-West versus Danville. Both these teams are ranked. They're rivals out there in Hendricks County. Danville's coming off a 56-0 win. Tri-West is coming off a 41-14 win over Western Boone, who was back-to-back 2A state champions. Tri-West is 12 in 3A, and Danville's number 5. So that is a big game to watch there, brought to you by the WSBC network. That is, again, another pay-per-view option, but you can watch we will have cut-ins to it as well. Indian Creek, Triton Central, TC Sports Network. Indian Creek's offense is definitely one to watch. Aiden Netherly, the quarterback, has been putting up big figures, as has the running back Connor Fruits. And Triton Central's freshman running back Ray Crawford has been one to watch. So that should be a really fun game to keep track of. Then we got the new #1 team, Mount Vernon, in Class 3A. They move up after knocking off New Pal, ending New Pal's 65-game regular season win streak last week. Well, they get another top 10 matchup against Delta. Delta's #8, so Mount Vernon under Mike Kirshner. We'll see what they can do. That's brought to you by Indiana SRN. Another game by Indiana SRN, that's Tinley versus Covenant Christian. Covenant Christian is top 10 in Class A. I think they're winning by an average of more than 50 points a game, so it'd be a tough task for Tinley. Covenant Christian, Austin Frazier, quarterback, puts up a lot of statistics there. And then we'll close out the show with WHMB TV 40's matchup between Lafayette Central Catholic and Tipton. Lafayette Central Catholic, always one of the powers in Class A, and Tipton down to 2A, also making some waves. So a lot of games, a lot to get through, and then we'll have instant highlights from other games around the area, including Carmel, Lawrence North, and some stuff from Evansville, Bloomington, Muncie, the New Pal game. So we got plenty.
So again, action from around the state, 12 games on the board and more highlights coming from around the area. So it's going to be, again, an action-packed night here on IndyStar Friday Night Live, presented by Bath Experts, like always. So we are going to do what we do best on this show, which is bring you action as it happens. This one, Bishop Chatard, Southport, just getting started, but already hanging out in our favorite place, the red zone. Want to bring you tons of touchdowns.
It's actually not the red. They're going the other direction.
Oh, darn it.
It's okay, though.
That's all right.
It's okay, but we're just slipping you in some quick action to show
Reverse red zone.
Exactly. But so Carter St. John, quarterback of Bishop Chatard there, is off to a pretty good start. But again, Chatard's defense has really led the way for them. So far they say, and we have a touchdown. That's Carson Steele. That is Carson Steele running into the end zone for #1 ranked Center Grove against North Central. That is his 10th touchdown of the season. They call him Warhorse for a reason. Yeah. He is an absolute beast. He opened last week's game against Ben Davis with 3 touchdowns, and that's a nice little flip there from Taven Jackson. Great seal block on the outside, and nothing else you can do into the end zone for a touchdown. Carson Steele.
And he also has my favorite nickname of probably any.
You like the Warhorse?
Warhouse. If like football is not his thing, he could go into pro wrestling immediately.
It always goes back to wrestling for you.
Even though there's a guy on the Indies, he might have to wrestle for the Warhorse moniker. But anyway, Carson's still doing his thing.
Okay, here we got Austin Watson with the extra point. That is up and good, so it is 7-0 really early in that game. We're going to go over to Triton Central against Indian Creek. Triton Central, the Tigers in the red zone really quick there, and we got a quarterback sneak from Eric Heboff. Is he in? I don't see a signal yet. It looks like he might be a little short of the game of the goal line there. So Triton Central, Indian Creek, touchdown. Now they're giving it to him.
There you
go. Did he fumble the ball? No, there you go. That's Eric Heboff. It is a touchdown there for Triton Central. And against Indian Creek, you're going to need to score points. Like I said,
do it early and
like I said, this game will be a fun one to watch. So definitely we'll keep an eye on this one.
All right, moving around again, back to Bishop Chatard and Southport, continuing this one. And again, if you're joining us for the first time, this is how the flow is on
Wait, did we just score 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes of showing?
Barely out the gates, and we've got points on the board because that's how we do it. So this show works just like that. We're going live look-ins, game to game. Usually have the opportunity to go even on really pivotal drives, play to play, so you can pretty much watch 2, 3, 4 football games at the same time.
Sometimes we'll get picture-in-picture for you, which is us, not a second game. But
yeah, not additional football, just our mugs over football.
Really give it that Mystery Science Theater feel.
Absolutely,
you know?
And this season has been fantastic. We thank everyone who has joined us so far. We are in week 5. We've had the benefit and the fortunate opportunity to have our highest viewed shows during this season because everyone's super psyched to be able to watch some football, so we're glad to be able to bring it to you.
And not everyone can go to the games.
Exactly. Safest way to take in all the action like this action right here. You mentioned this being a huge game, something like you mentioned, a harbinger of possible things to come.
Definitely, and it's Westfield getting close to the red zone there. That's a big first down run there by, I believe, it looks like that was Maximus Webster, the quarterback there for Westfield. And, of course, I'm pretty sure you're a fan of that name.
It's a fantastic name.
It's a great name. But so, yeah, Westfield with Micah Hausert, running back. I mentioned Webster at quarterback. Mason Peening, number 15, the wide receiver, as you see in motion right there, going to the top of the screen. Or is that 85? So 15's coming our way. 15's coming to us. He averages 20 yards a catch. Well, guess what? They're at the 21, so if they throw to him for a touchdown, that'd be right at his average.
Exactly.
I'm not saying I'm predicting it. I'm just saying it could happen. It's not happening. Not on this play. Nice strong run there by the quarterback. Yeah, good job. So you want to take it away with the call with the Hamilton County TV, folks?
Absolutely. Thanks to Hamilton County TV for bringing us this broadcast. Enjoy the call and keep enjoying IndyStar Friday Night Live, presented by Bath Experts.
So another first down and goal.
They're calling it first and goal, officially just inside the 10. Set to pass, completed.
Number 23.
All right, jumping back over to Bishop Chatard in Southport here, giving you some action and update in this game that we've been tracking. This is actually the first game we went to the night, so we will hang with this one for a while. But
nice
big
patience
pass
there. Nice
across the
pass
middle.
to get him in the red zone. In Westfield, that was Micah Hauser probably getting down to about the 6 or 5 yard line for Westfield. So I'm sure we'll be going back and forth between these two games with both teams in the red zone. So we won't miss anything because that's how we do here.
And again, if
Getting
you are
the signals
watching
from the
either at home or at the games, use the hashtag IndyStarFNL to share all of your big hype moments, like hopefully another touchdown.
Touchdown right there. There we go.
That's a touchdown worth using the hashtag for. Tell your friends.
There you go. Yeah, so Westfield up quick on that one. So HFC, this is a really good test for them. Westfield's won 3 in a row. Again, their only loss of the season was a season opener to Cathedral. Again, we've talked about how strong Cathedral is. They came back. They beat Harrison.
Yeah.
They beat Noblesville. That Westfield team is a good team. So here we are with Chatard and Southport back. That's Carter St. John dropping there. Nice spin.
He can break it. He might get
Thomas
in.
Coleman there, the receiver. Good job there stretching for the first down. He might be a little short of the first, but so it'll be 3rd and 1 from the 6, if my math is right.
I don't know if your math.
Yeah,
I wouldn't trust your math.
I would not trust my math. No, my wife is a 6th grade teacher, and she was trying to teach me like order of operations.
Oh, good luck.
And I, like, at a certain point you
and-
don't. Yeah, at a certain point you don't need math. Like in my job, I don't need math.
We're word
okay?
guys.
I have a calculator. I don't
you go.
need to know this stuff. Order
Kids,
of operations.
do your math homework.
Yeah.
Math is important. Don't listen to him. If you want to go to the moon,
I was good
be
at
an
math and-
astronaut. You need to know math stuff.
I was good at math until it got hard.
We all were, Matt. We all were, brother. So this one, again, courtesy
First down.
of our friends at Indiana SRN. They have been a partner with us since season 1, bringing us lots of great football action. Let's take it away with the call. Enjoy the action here on Friday Night Live.
At their own 20, and now they have driven all the way down into the red zone of the Southport defense. Southport's going to have to hold here on a 1st and goal, keep them out of the end zone.
This will be the 10th play of the drive that began for Chatard at the 19-yard line. St. John gets it off to Hannon. Closed down there. He's not going to get into the end zone. Gang tackle. Nolan Hall is there for the Cardinals along with A.J. Helton. They'll spot it at the 2-yard line. It'll bring up a 2nd down and goal for the Trojans. 5:42 remaining here in the first quarter. Trojans on the march. Hannon into the end zone for a Chatard touchdown.
And another touchdown on Friday Night Live. That one, Bishop Chatard doing their thing. So let's jump over to Tinley and Covenant Christian. This one still 0-0. Another game brought to us by our friends at Indiana SRN. All right, and he is breaking across the middle. I think we're going to get you another touchdown, and yeah, we did.
That's Austin Frazier, the quarterback, throwing it there for a long score. The receiver did most of the work for him. Covenant Christian, like I said, the average margin of victory has been about 50 for them in their first 4 games of the season. They're for real in Class A. They're definitely one to keep an eye on. And Tinley's going to be in for it. Not in for it, but it's going to be a long night for Tinley.
Yeah, exactly.
I would expect a running clock at some point.
Absolutely. We are here to bring you that as it progresses and so many other things. So again, thank you for joining us. We're going to take a quick break, enjoy a word from our sponsors, Bath Experts. Welcome back to IndyStar Friday Night Live, presented by Bath Experts. Justin Matt Glenesk. Let's get right back into the action because it didn't stop just because we took a break.
Never does. So this is Center Grove at about the 38-yard line. That's Daniel Weems, and he's going to get the corner. So that gets him into about the 15-yard line. So Center Grove driving again. I talked up North Central's defense. Center Grove doesn't seem to care right now.
At all. And I've been a big fan of their defense as well.
Well, Center Grove's defense has been the best
absurd.
in the state. Yeah, they had, 10 straight quarters without giving up a point.
Mm-hmm.
That was against Carmel, Warren Central, and Ben Davis. It was 11 straight quarters because Ben Davis didn't score until the fourth quarter of last week's game. So this is another run up the middle. That looks like it's Carson Steele going to get closer to the goal line. So Center Grove, if they get up 14-0, that's a big ask, especially against the defense that they have. I was just talking about. Their defensive line is loaded. We've talked about Caden Curry. We've talked about Austin Booker, Jackson Schott. I mean, they have Division I players all across the board on that defense. So getting down in a 14-0 hole early for North Central would not be ideal.
Yeah, this is not the tone.
And that's Carson Steele again. That's his second touchdown of the night.
Warhorse
His
is riding.
his 11th of the season. So big score there for Center Grove. Now we're going to Brownsburg Fishers.
First look.
That's Ben Easter's taking the run. Is he going to get in? He is
Fighting for it.
He is down at the 5. My depth perception is off a little bit from this angle. It's okay. Yeah, we're about at the 6. So Brownsburg, we talked about their offense, very, very powerful offense. Joshua Sales on the offensive line also is an IU commit. That looks like that's Caleb Marcus into the end zone for a touchdown. He had a huge week last week. That is just a sophomore. Like I said, his older brother, Donnie, had an awesome career for Brownsburg. He's now at Ball State. So Caleb's stepping right in where Donnie left off. They're keeping it in the family, and Brownsburg's rushing attack is being a big help to them because their passing attack, like I mentioned, with Ben Easters, with Luke Lacey, with Preston Terrell going to Purdue.
Go Boilers.
I knew that was coming. I
Gotta
teed you
get
up
it
for
in
that.
there.
So Brownsburg's offense is loaded. So early 6-0 lead. Let's see if they can add the extra point to make it 7. So Fishers, an uphill climb here because Brownsburg will not stop scoring.
And kick up.
It is
All
good.
good, no
so
issue.
7-0 there. Again, Brownsburg number 2 in 6A. They've already done the state of Indiana a nice solid by beating St. X out of Cincinnati.
Representing.
St. X is actually back in Indiana this week playing Cathedral tonight over at Arlington. So we'll see if Cathedral can keep the bragging rights for Indiana going.
All right, well, they're a good team to possibly do it with how they've been playing. And jumping back over to some more action.
This is Southport Chittard. That's where you want it. In the hand. So this is going to be a 4th and 7. I would imagine this is a punt at this situation of the game and in this field position. So.
All right. Well, let me take this opportunity, too, to let people know if you are joining us for the first time and want to spread the good word of IndyStar Friday Night Live, presented by Bath Experts, be sure to let everyone know that you can find us on IndyStar.com, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. We are everywhere that can be streamed. We are available on all those platforms. So tell your friends, have them join in for a night of Friday night football. Also available for viewers who are looking for football outside of the state of Indiana. We've actually, there's a lot of other states who haven't gotten that opportunity yet for high school football to return. So we are happy to be able to provide this as a service for anyone who wants to celebrate high school football, student athletes, and all the energy and excitement they bring to us every Friday night. So big thank you to all of our network partners and all the teams on the field who are making
I wonder
it happen.
if Warren Central wears these pink against Ben Davis all the time, because I know they wore the pink against Ben Davis 2 years ago.
Those jerseys have just won for my favorite of the season so far.
No, they're nice. They're nice.
Those are great.
So the Warren Central offense finally found itself last week in a 42-0 win over Lawrence Central. They had been struggling quite a bit, but the running game really stepped up for them. Prince Powell, quarterback, did some good things with his legs. So this is Warren Central versus Ben Davis on the MIC Network Game of the Week. Again, you can watch this in its entirety on IndyStar.com, but it looks like we have a touchdown. That looks like Thomas Coleman celebrating.
And Chittard is wasting no time in this one. Let's take a look at the replay, see how they got it.
This is a deep one. Carter St. John just going up, finding
play
wide
action?
open.
Oh, boy.
Not a lot the receiver had to do after that. Just catch and go. So big touchdown there for Chittard. So Chittard up 13-0, going to be 14-0. You would expect.
That's how you run
extra
play
point.
action pass.
That was
Yeah.
quite a score there. So now we're going right back over to Warren Central. Ben Davis.
Big Grimace energy on the jerseys. I like this. This is really nice.
The Grimace, like the McDonald's character.
Look, I'm aging myself. My bad.
Grimace is purple, not pink.
Kind of got a little purpley tint.
Is that a touchdown? We are down at the 1, maybe. Okay, down at the 1. Chittard's extra point was good, so it is 14-0 in that Chittard-Southport game, also 14-0 in that Center Grove North Central game. We got a lot of scoring going on.
You know, when we get a lot of scoring early, that means for a rapid night. So please don't miss a moment. Stick with us on Friday Night Live, because if you blink, you're probably going to miss like 3 touchdowns.
I do want to give you a score update. Decatur Central just takes a 7-0 lead over Mooresville. A 35-yard touchdown pass from Peyton Horsley to your man, Javon Tracy.
Javon Tracy. I need to give me a Javon Tracy jersey and hopefully get him to sign it.
There's a touchdown for Warren Central. So this game getting, well, an extra point away from being tied up. So we said this game was going to be competitive. And again, both these two teams, they have losing records, 1-2, 1-3. But again, they play in the toughest conference in the Midwest. Some would argue, though, that the Hoosier Crossroads Conference might actually be one of the better ones in the state as well, rivaling the MIC this year.
And speaking of the devil, just mentioned this matchup here, Decatur Central matchup. Decatur Central matchup. My tongue fails me.
This is our first look, Decatur Central Mooresville. Again, Mooresville's got 2 Purdue commits on the offensive line.
Go Boilers.
I mentioned Peyton Horsley that's for Decatur. Nick Patterson, that's Brecken Green. So that's a nice run for the running back right after the Decatur Central score, and it looks like we got a defensive penalty offsides to add 5 yards onto that for Mooresville. So Nick Patterson, you see there, number 9 at the top of your screen, sophomore quarterback. Dual threat has really impressed so far this season. So let's let the DCHS Live crew take it away with the call.
Enjoy.
Well, so hopefully we get that under control if you're the Hawks.
So Patterson in a run and shoot formation, and he's got Brecken Green to the left as they look to Coach Gillen to the sideline to see what play that they like the best. Dane Stevenson and Malachi Warren are the wideouts, and it's going to be a hand to Brecken Green, and he is going to bounce around and get close to another first down. It's going to be just short.
All right, going to jump back over to the Tipton matchup here on IndyStar Friday Night Live.
This is a first look from our friends at WHMB TV 40, and this is Tipton versus Lafayette Central Catholic, and Tipton is moving the ball. They got it down at the 16-yard line. They're already up 7-0, so let's see if they can add to their lead against the Knights.
And yet another game getting out to a hot start, another potential 14-0 deficit turned into a quick trend here on Friday Night Live this week.
2 false starts now at least for Tinley that have made the drive a little bit more difficult.
Going all the way in for the touchdown is Eli Carter.
This time is Robinson.
He ran right
both
off
things
tackle.
down, trying to extend the play.
Just like that, another touchdown. So they're going to extend their lead. Let's go back. This one still 7-0.
Look at Brecken Green. They are just feeding the beast, and he is eating. Look at that touchdown, Mooresville. I told you, this game, it will be the most entertaining game of the night.
Yeah,
with both of their offenses.
So how high do you think the score is going to go? You mentioned they put up points.
I think we're going to be looking
50 burgers on both sides.
I don't know if it's going to be 50 in the 50s, but I do think we're looking at both teams going to score at least 35 points in this game.
All right.
You like that?
I like that. That's a conservative way to.
How is that conservative?
That's pretty conservative.
That's
For
70
these
points. Okay, come on, man.
All right.
That's pretty good. Take the over.
I'm bold. 50 burgers, both teams. Let's eat. Friday Night
Live.
Live.
All right, so it's 7-7 in that game. Again, that will be one we will definitely be keeping an eye on. Decatur Central, like I said, just really one of the most fun teams to watch, but Mooresville's right there with them. And Mooresville was number 1 in 3A for most of the season, if not all the season, until Mount Vernon beat New Pal. And when Mount Vernon beats New Pal, they're gonna jump you, and that's what happened. They jumped them.
Yeah, understandably.
Nothing that Mooresville did wrong to lose that ranking, but something that Mount Vernon really did.
Broke a regular
we're going right back over to Brownsburg Fishers real quick, and that looks like that is Caleb Marcus again getting down to the 1-yard line. And I told you the Bulldogs aren't going to stop scoring. They are for real. There's been a lot of talk about Center Grove and Cathedral this year, myself included, doing a lot of that talking, but Brownsburg right there with them, and touchdown there again. So another team looking to go up 14-0 early to start the night.
All right, back over to Bishop Chatard and Southport. This one continues to roll, hitting close to the 2-minute mark here in the first. 3rd and 16, long way to go to figure it out. Let's take it away with the call.
Well, I think we're going to get a punt.
Oh, never mind. 4th
But
and 21. That quickly changed.
You know what happens with a punt? Sometimes you get the opportunity for a run back.
Or a block punt. All kinds
that
of
was
things.
that was a setting you up.
Later.
Okay, because I put it on a platter for you.
Not that run back. Different run back.
Okay, because I had been practicing with Akeem. So this is HSE against Westfield right here. Fumble, ball's out.
Ball on the ground.
Ball is out, and there goes Westfield. At the end of the first quarter, a turnover.
Wow.
And Westfield is going to be cooking in HSE territory.
And that is the momentum swing you like going at the end of the first quarter, right?
Yeah, let's see if the receiver's down. I think he was losing it on the way down because you could see him kind of grasp for it. So it might not have been out, but it was on the way out.
And either way, they're going to have to hold that.
Yeah, that is not how you want to end the quarter. So Westfield's going to be cooking to start the second. Looks like North Central just got the ball, Center Grove's offense is about to take over here. Once again, and like I said, that Center Grove defense might not give up a lot tonight. And that's David Smith for North Central. Their running back had a big week last week. Zaid Vestal, their quarterback, has been putting up big figures. Theron Johnson, who's going to Northwestern, plays corner and receiver for North Central. So there are weapons on that Panthers offense. But, again, this Center Grove defense, the Center Grove team is just really, really good. They're top 15 in the nation if you go by USA Today's Super 25 rankings. So they are for real. So this is a big test for North Central, who started 4-0 for the first time since 1998. So they're in uncharted territory for them. So good to know, right? You like that information?
I love that information.
Okay.
Back over to Ben Davis, Warren Central. Favorite jerseys of the night. This one tied up still 7-7. And fully expect this to be one that goes back and forth throughout the evening, so we will stick with it and so many other games here on IndyStar Friday Night Live.
Well, that was directly in front of us as we saw that hand get right up there, and the hand got snapped back. Glad to see Swanson okay, shaking that one off. And like you said, 15 yards, ball on the 31-yard line, 1st and 10. The Giants right now have seen no defense from the Warren Central Royals. They've moved the ball with ease so far. Mason in motion. Handoff to Mason, right side on the sweep. Gets upfield and going to be dragged down inside the 25-yard line. It's like Holman was first too, and Demarion Harris finishing it off for the Warriors. Last play of the quarter here. Just get it off in time. Handoff Fuentes, and he's brought down right at the line of scrimmage by Elijah Williams, who is having a great year for Warren Central. 17 total tackles, 13 assisted.
All right, going to jump back into some more action in this Covenant Christian and Tinley matchup. As you can see, Covenant already up 7-0 in this one. And again, one of the many teams this evening trying to extend a lead to 14-0 to kick off their first quarter. There's been a lot of that tonight.
Yeah, and they're looking to go 5-0, Covenant. So they moved up one spot to number 9 in this week's Class A poll. So they're looking to impress the voters.
All right, go with a handoff.
This might impress the voters.
I'm impressed.
Yep, he's gone. Well, we got some speed here. He might catch
he might catch
him.
No.
No.
Didn't know exactly where the end zone was.
I didn't know where the goal line was. I think the defender might not have known where the goal line was.
Maybe he let up on the gas a little bit because he figured out. No way.
Really made
That's Peyton Horsley, the quarterback for Decatur Central. Again, we said this game's going to be fireworks. This game is going to be fun to watch, and we will bring it to you with snippets. Again, remember, this is on DCHS Live on pay-per-view. You can go to ihsatv.org to catch it in its entirety. This is Javon Tracy. Can he get the edge? No, good job using the sideline by the defender there. So, but again, Mooresville's got some good players on defense. Oh, look at that. I can't even talk about it because we're going to Westfield HSE.
Yeah, we're going to do some back and forth switching. Both these games progressing, marching towards the goal line. So we'll switch back and forth. Me and Matt will keep you navigated through the evening here.
That's what we do. And again, these are 4 ranked teams we're talking about. We're talking about Mooresville, number 2 and 3A, Decatur Central, number 5 and 5A, I believe. Westfield, number 11 and 6A, HSE, number 8 and 6A. So these are These are big teams.
Yeah, exactly. So if we
Or
do
number
jump
3 and
away,
5 Decatur Central. So.
yeah, if we cut away without warning, we're not trying to deprive you of any post-play shenanigans. Just trying to make sure we keep an eye on both these games because they are progressing quickly.
That is a big running back. It looks like a linebacker. We got a flag on the play though, so it might come back for holding.
Yeah, it looks a little rough there at the end.
Yeah,
of
I think
play
the receiver might have got his hands inside the pads there. So this one might be backing up a little bit for Decatur Central. We'll see the call here. That's a nice mustache from the ref.
Solid stash.
I wish I could grow a stash like that.
If you believe in yourself, you might be able to grow.
There's the hold. So we're going to go back to this HSC Westfield game. Keep you locked into it. This is Micah Hauser. Great block
Shamrock's
on the edge
flipping
there.
it out.
And he's in for the end zone touchdown. What a block,
strong.
number 85. But it might be, there's a flag, so I guess it might have been a crackback block. Is that what they're going to call? Because that looked clean to me.
Hopefully we can get a look at how that played out on the
block in the back,
replay.
they're going to call it. Let's see if it's a block in the back. The refs would know better than me. No, that's not a block in the back. That is the block
That
in the
is
back.
the block
That's
in
the
the
block
back.
in the back.
That
Okay.
was his
So
back.
Great
and
block
he-
by number 80, number 85, not so much. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll eat it. I'll eat that one.
It was hey.
Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, no, it's that. That's what evidence is for, to change your mind on some things. Don't be
Sometimes
close-minded.
you need another set of eyes.
Don't think you know everything. I know they're giving it to Javon Tracy here. He's going to throw it. A little trickeration. No,
Oh, he
himself.
faked it, tucked it.
And he probably should have thrown it. But also, I don't know what he's looking at. So there's probably like 3 guys in the end zone.
Yeah, exactly. You can't see what the ref sees. You don't know what Javon Tracy sees.
Yeah, no, I'm going to trust Javon Tracy.
Yeah, you're sitting next to me. What do you know? Anyway, back over to this one, HSC West. And they're still pushing, trying to get in here. They are close. He's got time.
Ooh, that is right to the defense. So the turnover, they're trading turnovers right now. Big play for the HSC defense there. And that penalty comes back to bite him right there.
Yeah.
Big play for the HSC defense.
And you could see him
there.
trying to make a choice. The pocket was collapsing around him. It was tough.
That was a forced throw. So here we are, Decatur Central back at the 10-yard line. So I guess Morrisville must have missed the extra point because we got a 7-6 ball game. And that is Caleb Hicks going right up the middle.
And they are not making it easy for Decatur Central here, despite how close they are. They are stopping them at every turn. They might have to settle for a field goal maybe.
Sure, why not? But, that'll hurt my 35-35
it will.
Score prediction.
It'll hurt my 50-50 prediction a lot more.
50-50's not happening.
You know, go bold, go big, or go home, man.
Unless it goes to overtime, you're not getting 50-50.
It sounds like an overtime night on Friday Night Live. We love those. Get home nice and super duper late.
And again, it's 7:30, so we're actually going to be adding a few more games into the mix here. But before I tell you, I'm going to tell you what those games are real quick. We're going to add Tri-West Danville to the mix, and we're also going to add Garin Catholic Roncalli to the mix, and Mount Vernon Delta, another big matchup to the mix. So we got 3 games kicking off at 7:30. So we're in the second quarter of most of our games. It started at 7 already. So this is Carson Steele just continuing to carry defenders. Again, if this gets to 21-0, that's a mountain. That's a mountain to climb there.
And definitely not what I expected. Seeing this on the sheets, this was the game I probably was looking forward to the most, if I'm being completely honest.
Is it the game I had the most notes for?
It might be because there's so many different elements
HSC
in play.
Westfield I had most
Yeah, HSC Westfield, like you mentioned, being a tone setter of a game. But this one, just watching these teams and having the ability to see these players progress through this season has been a joy for me. So
Taven Jackson there. That looks like that's Connor Delp, and he is down to the 1. So that's probably going to set up another Carson Steele touchdown.
I feel like Carson Steele might show.
Or Taven Jackson. Taven Jackson does a good job on these QB sneaks, but I don't see the offense going toward the goal line. So I'm guessing there's a flag here of some sort. Is that a hold? I don't know. I didn't see a flag.
Man,
but I'm gonna promise you there is one there.
Yeah, they are bringing again. No flag still.
I didn't see one, but it's a hold, so they're going to bring it back to the 25-yard line, it looks like. So they were looking at 1st and goal at the 1. Instead, we're looking at whatever down it is, 2nd and 12. So the cryon tells me, and I'm going to trust that cryon. It's another one to Mr. Weems, and he's not going anywhere. So you want to take it away with the call?
Yes, we want to thank our friends at IU Health CG Gridiron Network. Thank you for all the help and partnership on Friday Night Live.
They were with us. They were with us with year 1. They were one of the first schools to jump with us. This is their second year doing this live stream, so they were one of the first to join up with us. So we appreciate them providing us, and they just happen to be number 1 in the state and top
So
15
keep
in the
rocking,
country.
fellas.
So, sure, we'll take it.
All right, let's take it away with the call. Enjoy the action. Friday Night Live.
Give yourself a chance to kick a field goal if needed.
Taven Jackson down and out to Vice. They did this pass to perfection against Decatur Central in week 1, and we see it again here for another first down to the 10.
And we're looking right down the line here as Taven comes back. Watch how he releases it. You can't see it, but he releases that football before the receiver even looks back. And that's what you have to do against a quick cornerbacks, quick safeties. Great pass, great catch, great play by Center Grove, and they're once again looking to put points on the board.
First and goal at the 10, man in motion, Connor Delp. He's going to cut it up, looking for the end zone, cuts it back, touchdown, Connor Delp, 10-yard run.
Great run by Connor Delp right there. He got good blocking, but you can see he's not going to be able to get outside. And he almost kind of, he's not a real big guy, but watch how he kind of hides under the offense. He's coming right at you right here, number 5. Defense doesn't see him, does an excellent job cutting back. Great.
So another Center Grove touchdown there. Let's jump back over
Well, we
to
got Brownsburg
and
deep,
Fishers now.
deep in their own territory at the 5-yard line. After they forced a 3-and-out, a punt by Fishers. So Easters is thrown from his own end zone. He's throwing deep.
Oh, he's going deep.
And he's got him. Nice grab. That's Luke Lacey.
If he can't catch him,
I don't think he's catching him. He is pulling away 95
My
yards for the
goodness.
touchdown. Brownsburg, the number 2 team in the state, not slow. I said they wouldn't stop scoring. I didn't expect a 95-yard touchdown. So big. That'll help the stats.
Huge.
I think that's Luke Lacey's 5th touchdown reception of the season, if I'm not mistaken. So big play there for Brownsburg as they extend the lead. It's going to take a while for the special teams to get down there.
And I'm sure they weren't expecting.
The linemen's got to catch their breath a little bit, making that jog 100 yards.
They're probably just shocked because, they just got back on offense, didn't figure it to be a 95-yard strike.
And Ben Easters is he's quarterback. He's going to Kansas. He's going to go play for Les Miles. Les Miles knows what he's doing with quarterbacks. So Ben Easters is one of the better ones in the area.
Got a great talent to work with. All right, we're going to move into one of my other favorite segments here on IndyStar Friday Night Live, highlights collected from our team who are at games across the state, capturing all the biggest moments, best plays, and bringing them to you here on IndyStar Friday Night Live. Let's cue it up. What do we got for the first highlight?
We talked about that San Xavier team coming out of Cincinnati and how Brownsburg was able to beat them on national TV. Well, here they are playing Cathedral at Arlington, and this is Liam Clifford, a quick touchdown grab.
Right.
I believe he's going to Penn State. So he's a pretty good player. So it was a quick 7-0 lead in that game for St. X. But I can give you a score update that Camden Jordan has scored for Cathedral, and they are actually up 8-7 now.
8-7, all right.
How about that? We're going to stick with that game, though, on this highlight. This is Jank Langdon on the kickoff. He is their leading rusher on offense, but we're going to have a little bit of trickeration on the kickoff return. Number 30, that's Langdon right there on the reverse. Going to get a nice hole there, you seam. He's not going to return it all the way, but he's going to
lay down a
shoulder.
nice hit.
Yeah, okay, so he's going to get it into St. X territory, and that set up the Camden Jordan touchdown.
Very nice. A little trickery on the
Yeah,
return. That's
there we
bold.
go. This is Carmel versus Lawrence North. This is going to be Solomon Williams' nice grab over the middle, and he's going to run and get some extra yardage there. This is a really interesting game to keep an eye on. Obviously, Lawrence North's offense has been really fun to watch with Donovan McCulley, with Omar Cooper, with Trayvon Hegler. Carmel, not the same team they've been in years past, but still a good team. But there's no score in that game at the time of that highlight. So we'll move on to the next one. We're going to stick in this game. Guess what? It's a little defense. This is Dwayne Montgomery getting the sack fumble recovery against Carmel. So Lawrence North into Carmel territory at about midfield. It looks like making a big play there for the defense. And might set up this next play. Guess what? We're going to stay with this game. It's nonstop because everyone loves Omar Cooper highlights, and why not? Omar Cooper, one of the best playmakers in the area. Whoop!
Oh,
nice little curl there on the play. Nice reception there, but again, no score at that point of the game. And then we're going to go back to this North Central Center Grove game. We've seen it kind of get out of hand, but this is a great play right there. Nice big hit, pass break up by Theron Johnson, number 2 for North Central. He is headed to Northwestern. To play corner, probably there, plays both ways for North Central here, but big play there, big hit, and we'd like to see big hits.
Oh yeah,
I like big hits, and I cannot lie.
I knew you were going to do. All right, jumping in, Mount Vernon Delta. If you remember, we mentioned Mount Vernon ending a historic regular season streak just last week. Oh man, that would have been a heck of a catch.
That would have been a heck of a catch. Mount Vernon.
But yes, Mount Vernon
in the white here. Mount Vernon in the white for those
unfamiliar with the teams and the colors.
I'm just letting you know that they're wearing white.
Hey, man, it's not like I memorized all the jerseys either. It's actually super helpful. Appreciate you.
I'm here to help.
But yeah, after the Mount Vernon New Pal game, this was one of the highlight matchups that we tracked throughout the week. Throughout the night last week in Week 4, Mount Vernon ending that regular season winning streak that New Pal has held on to for how many years was it?
It was since 2012.
2012. So I imagine they're riding high, probably feeling great, big momentum.
Yeah,
but Delta's not just something you don't look past.
Can't have a letdown. You know, Delta's a Class 4A team.
Mm-hmm.
They're number 8 in 4A, where Mount Vernon is number 1 in 3A. So 4A, Delta's a class higher, obviously. So Mount Vernon, again, it's just the turnaround that Mike Kirshner has engineered up there in Fortville. It's just been fantastic. But here we go. This is Triton Central Indian Creek. It's 14-0 Triton Central. We talked about Indian Creek's offense and how deadly they can be. This is Aiden Netherly going deep. He's got a man.
Oh, my goodness.
He is gone. I think.
Will he stop him?
He is gone.
Nope.
He is gone. Touchdown for Indian Creek to get right back in this game.
Wonderful. And also want to take a quick moment. Shout out to the TC Sports Network. Great camera angles bringing us this action. That looks nice.
That was well done there. So Nethery with a big, that's his 8th touchdown throw of the season. He only has 1 interception coming into this game. He had about 537 passing yards so far this season. I think he's going to get close to 700, at least in that first half total. So here we go. Back to Chittard Southport.
This one is one of the ones starting to pull away a little bit, but Southport not just giving up on this one.
Southport only playing their 2nd game of the season. They've had 3 cancellations already. So you're kind of still in that little preseason, getting your footing, getting your conditioning right. So playing one of the best teams in the state, regardless of class, and that's what Chittard is. Even if they're a 3A team, they're one of the best 3A teams, or they have been the best 3A team in the past decade.
Absolutely, and it's just another thing that these students kind of have to prepare and plan for, just the unpredictability of the week-to-week nature of this season of football.
He's got a seam. Big first down run there for Southport. So maybe
they're getting warmed up.
Maybe they can get back, get the scoring. So we're going to Mount Vernon Delta. Back to this game. It looks like Mount Vernon is in the red zone. So it must have been a turnover of some sorts or a long punt return. But this is Garrick Sluniger getting into the end zone for Mount Vernon.
Money.
Touchdown. So the Marauders take a quick lead over Delta. Going to a first look.
All right.
This is Roncalli, Garin Catholic. And we're looking at the bench, but that's okay.
It's a very nice bench.
It's a great bench.
There's the full field.
So this is Roncalli, Garin Catholic. Again, Garin Catholic has been a team that has had to deal with cancellations as well, but that is Aiden Leffler airing it out. Does he got him?
Did he bring it in?
Did he bring it in? He's got
it. That's
good.
A
touchdown. A little pixelated, but I can see the referee's hands go up, so touchdown Roncalli over Garin early on. We're going right back to Southport Chittard.
All right, and this one we're going to hang with for a little bit again, courtesy of our friends at Indiana SRN. Let's take it away with the call and enjoy more action on IndyStar Friday Night Live, presented by Bath Experts.
Tackle is Joe Calvert, who had the interception just moments ago for the Trojans.
If Calvert wasn't there to stop him, Steve, Gage Nelson had a big lane to run through. The offensive line has done a nice job run blocking for Gage Nelson, not just on this drive, but the past couple drives. Nelson has had some big holes to run through. Credit his vision. Now let's see if Zach Shepard can step up to the level of Gage Nelson now, make a nice pass here, get him down the field.
3rd down and 7. Shepard drops the pass. He's got Riddle up court, and he makes the catch. And the Cardinals are in business at the Chittard 20-yard line.
And that's a good throw there by Zach Shepard. That time Riddle faked like he was blocking, then runs up the seam here. You see him in motion there, fakes the block, then runs through. Both Chittard defenders come up as if he was going to block. And all Riddle had to do was just get into the open field. A nice pass again there by Zach Shepard. Finally in the red zone for the Southport Cardinals.
Yeah, Zach Riddle has good size, 6'2", 200, and straight up and down. So here's Carson Moore with that little pitch, and this is going to be dropped for a loss. This time the tackle coming in by 24.
Another touchdown for Center Grove. So Carson Steele's up 28-0. And now we're going to go to this HSC Westfield game. Look at HSC right back down after that turnover. John McCall's not going to get in there, though. So it's going to be 3rd and goal as the first half. This game's flying by.
Really, really fast.
So HSC has 3 timeouts, but it's 3rd and goal, so you don't really need them right now. You probably will wait. You'll probably take your timeout. And that looks like that's what they're going to do. They're probably going to take a timeout with. They're not taking a timeout.
Not sure exactly what the plan is.
If this Clark is right, then I'm concerned with it running down so fast. On 3rd and goal, but here we go. First-year coach Michael Kelly for HSC, rolling the dice a little bit, letting the clock wind down, but I get it. It's 3rd and goal. You're going to go. It's probably not 4-down territory.
He's going for it
up.
in the corner.
Does he? Did he come down with
Brings
it?
it in.
He did not. He
No
did not
catch.
come down with it out of bounds. So 3.4 seconds left in the first half.
You got
I'm
another
assuming
opportunity.
you're going to go for the field goal because you didn't call timeout. Well, it's 4th and goal anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I say go for the touchdown.
You say go for the. I say go for the points. I say go for the points. This is going to be a close game. So you take the points where you can.
Yep, and they're
7-3.
taking the
You know, it
smart
could have been
route.
worse. It could have been worse. You know, Westfield was driving. HSC got that interception. So
Mhm.
you know, where it could have been 14-0, I think you take 7-3 down at the half. As long as you hit this, it looks like that's good though. I love it how the refs look at each other every time.
Got to check.
Got to check. So here we are. This is our first look at Tri-West Danville.
All right, all tied up.
Yeah, 77-7 early on. Again, these are rivals right next to each other out there in Hendricks County. Danville is undefeated, another team that's had to deal with cancellations. Tri-West had to deal with some scheduling. Well, we got a pick. And
he
we
is
have
moving.
A pick six. Guess
Pick
what?
six.
You know
Let's
what
go.
they call that? They call that a run back. Hey,
Run back.
For a
Hey.
touchdown. Run back for a touchdown.
I did hear it was run back season.
You guys will find out why that's so intriguing to everyone later on. But Danville, nice little dancing over there by number 13. But Danville goes up 13-7. We are waiting for the extra point. So Danville, again, they won 56-0 last week. They're feeling good about themselves. This game will help decide the Sagamore Conference title. So definitely
Absolutely.
one worth looking on.
Trying to make it happen. All right, so again, action has been crazy in the first part of this show. We are going to catch our breath and take a quick break. Please enjoy a word from our sponsors, Bath Experts.
Need my run back. See, I figured out your approach, so I'ma need my dub back. L don't stand for loss, it stand for learning. Long as this earth is turning, I'm getting better with time. Aging like Gouda and wine. I'm making the hard reads, adjusting one step at a time. A little practice, now my scope and my chakras align. Marking my targets, he's an assassin.
All right, well, if you came back and your head was nodding extra hard, that's because you were enjoying the sultry sounds of myself.
That's my rap album. That wasn't mine?
That was not your album. It's a very special week on Friday Night Live. Shameless plug time. My new album, Yes, I Rap and I Make Dope Music, is out today on all streaming platforms. Just go to Spotify, Apple Music, whatever, wherever you find music. I'm there. Put in Justin Lester Mack. It's called The Run Back, which is why all the different run back jokes Matt has been making is he's actually helping me.
You think I'm done? I'm not done.
I know he's not done.
No, I'm going to run it back.
Yeah. So again, this special week of Friday Night Live brought to you by Bath Experts and my new album, The Run Back, available everywhere music is. Let's get back to
How much
football.
did you pay for that sponsorship?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm sitting at the desk. Ben Davis, Warren Central, 7-13.
This is
Warriors
extra
with
point,
the
extra
advantage.
point time, so that is good for Warren Central. So they are now up 14-7 over Ben Davis in the Mick Network Game of the Week that you can watch in its entirety on IndyStar.com.
IndyStar.com.
IndyStar.com. Hey, we're going over to the Covenant Christian Tinley. 21-0 Covenant Christian. Again, I say they win by 50 most games, or they've averaged 50 points. Average 50 margin of victory. I'll get it out one of these days. Don't
I know what
worry.
you meant.
By the time I get it out, they'll score another touchdown.
Oh,
there
my
it is. Another
on
touchdown.
cue?
Nice grab. Austin Frazier putting it out there.
That's impressive.
We have a flag on the field, but at that point, you're going to guess it's defensive pass interference, and he didn't care. He caught it anyways. Big
Man.
play there.
My goodness.
Big play, and he's getting his mouth guard. Oh, he's the kicker, too.
No.
Is he the kicker? Yeah, I think he went to go
No
get the
way.
tee. That's what he was running to the sideline to go get the tee to kick it. I'm not making it up.
That's awesome.
you think I'm making it up?
That might be one of my favorite things.
Look at that. You make a diving grab in the end zone,
And he
then have to
doesn't
go
even-
and then have to run to go get the tee. You can't
Can
even
we-
celebrate.
It's one thing but he didn't even stop motion. He got up immediately from making a diving
Yeah.
catch, kept running, celebrating,
He's going to
grabbed
make the play
tee,
clock. They're gonna
ran
make
back,
This is great. Now,
hugged
me, I
his
would
homie.
I would keep it in my pocket. Up. See, now we've talked
killed
up
us,
this
man.
whole thing, and
I'm still extremely impressed. That was
Yeah,
awesome.
that was
so,
nice.
Covenant Christian extending their lead in that one. Tinley having a hard time. So back over to Lafayette
and
Central.
I'll give you an
Catholic
update on that Center Grove North Central game. After this wide open
Oh,
play
where's
there
the
for Lafayette Central
defense?
Catholic against Tipton. So Lafayette Central Catholic trying to get right back in that game, but we've got a third touchdown for Carson Steele, and now Center Grove has just blocked a punt at North Central's 15-yard line. So that game is getting a little out of control early.
Warhorsing.
I mean, North Central is the number 3 team in the state, and Center Grove don't care
at all.
They don't.
Just disrespectful a little bit.
They don't care. So Center Grove going to continue just to impress, and touchdown there for Lafayette
Central Catholic getting back in it.
LCC, Lafayette, those are your peeps, right?
Absolutely. I actually watched a lot of LCC football during my time.
How many Anthrops were on LCC during your time?
That was actually during my time I was there. It was all of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
All
yeah.
25 of them?
We were sitting in the JNC newsroom.
They're like the Tracys. So the Tracys of Decatur Central and the Anthrops.
You had to
at
know
Lafayette
them.
Central Catholic.
Their name was on our front page like every day when I was
So
journalism.
what else you going to do?
Anyway, back to Bishop Chatard Southport. This one's still 21-0. Southport not quite able to put a dent in that lead
I don't
yet.
think it's the first quarter, because if it's the first quarter, it's the longest first quarter in the history of high school football.
They say first quarter on the lower third.
I know it says it on the Cryon. I'm not calling the Cryon a liar.
You literally just did. You said, I don't think it's the first quarter because...
But I just said I don't think. I didn't say I didn't know. This is
right.
Carter St. John rolling out, trying for a one-hander there.
And again, if you're joining us for the first time, thank you for joining us on IndyStar
Well,
Friday
if
Night
you're
Live.
joining us for the first time, what took you so long?
Hey, man, sometimes good things take a while to spread around. Because people spread, unfortunately, people like to be negative and say, did you see this? And it's something bad. People rarely share awesome stuff. So the awesome stuff takes a little
What are you
time.
talking about? I always share awesome stuff.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You've never shared anything awesome with me.
Well, that's because...
Now we're getting a little too personal.
This is going to get personal here. I don't know if you can handle that.
As I was saying, if you're joining us for the first time, thank you for joining us on IndyStar Friday Night Live, presented by Bath Experts, a show that is absolutely turned into a huge celebration of high school football and these student athletes, all the people who power these games that they put on Friday nights to give us an opportunity just to enjoy being at a football game or watching a football game. So to all our network partners, student athletes, parents, thank you. And we're going to jump back and forth between this and the other game we're tracking, of course, because we've got two games that are marching towards more touchdowns, so you will not miss
at
them.
the end of towards, just FYI.
You're right.
Bishop Chatard, he's getting loose. He's going to get down to the 3-yard line. This is one of my pet peeves. Sorry, I correct my wife every time she does, and she hates me for saying it. Ding, ding. But now she knows, and she actually corrects her teacher friends now.
I just want to point out you've gotten in 2 wife shout-outs in this broadcast already.
That's the over-under is like 14, so.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Off to a hot start, just like these games. Ooh.
I really say it because I'm sure most people can't believe that someone like me could get married. Because there were a lot of years where I didn't think it was actually going to happen. So, like, truth be told, I met my wife the first day of college. I sat behind her in class. It took me 12 years.
She didn't immediately move?
No, 12 years later, I finally asked her out on a date.
Play the long game.
Play the long game, so I'm an
Never
acquired
give
taste.
up.
Yep. It's a story I probably tell too much on air.
It's a good story.
Yeah. Touchdown,
just like this one,
Bishop
touchdown,
Chatard.
Bishop
There
Chatard.
you go. So the Trojans up 27-0, going to go for an extra point to make it 28-0. And this is Mount Vernon again driving. And so we've talked about Garrick Slonaker, but Keegan LaBelle and Rylan Cole are 2 big playmakers for this offense. They play both ways, actually, for Mount Vernon. They're linebackers, defensive backs, and running backs and receivers. So they do a lot. 25 in the slot up there on the top side right there. That's Rylan Cole. I expect him to probably be the target here on a nice crossing pattern, if I had to guess.
All right, let's see if your prediction is going to come true.
It didn't happen.
Went outside.
He went outside.
One man to beat stretches for it.
Touchdown, and I know who that is because I wrote it down earlier, and I can't find it.
It's never there when you need it.
No, it's not there when you need it.
Too many papers, brother.
That's Tanner Koziel, and that is his 7th touchdown catch of the season. So good for him.
All right.
A lot of weapons again. A lot of weapons for Mount Vernon, and 14-0 early on Delta. So they're not slowing down either. That potentially, and I guess they're number one in their class, so me saying that they're a potential state title contender isn't really going out on a limb.
Not stretching at all, not reaching.
But they won their first regional ever last year. So it's a big step to go from where they were 2 years ago to where they might go this season. Big kudos to Mike Kirshner.
You know, if you're ready, you don't need to wait because you're ready. What are we waiting for? You know what else we're waiting for?
Is that in a fortune cookie?
No, well, if I had a fortune cookie, then yes.
Lyric? Is that a lyric?
That's
from
the
the
Justin Mack exclusive. You're not going to get it anywhere else. Just like you're not going to get these highlights we're about to bring you because they're only collected by our team, IndyStar Friday Night Live team, who was out at all these games capturing these highlights. Let's get back into some more action.
Sure thing. So we've talked about the Center Grove North Central game. Right there, that is Caden Curry with the sack. Again, one of the top-rated recruits, junior players in the state. Clemson, Ohio State, Alabama, everyone wants him. You can see why. He's just relentless on the defensive line. Big sack there. 21-0 in that game. I think it's gotten worse than that. Well, it depends if
or better.
Yes, it depends what you're looking at. This is the touchdown I talked about earlier. Cathedral's Camden Jordan going up. Nice footwork in the corner there. Touchdown. The 2-point conversion was good. They lead the game 8-7 at this point. Camden Jordan, one of the top receivers in the area. From one top receiver to another. Again, we've talked about Omar Cooper time and time again. That's number 11 for LN, and he is loose, and he is in the end zone against Carmel. Omar Cooper has offers from Michigan State, from IU, from Purdue. He is just a junior and is probably, you put him up there with the Javon Tracy as one of the top playmakers in the area. He can do it all. All right, we got another touchdown here. This is Luke Dawkins of Jasper all the way down in the Evansville area. Like I said, this is from where we bring you highlights from all over the state. These are from our friends down at the Courier and Press in Evansville. So Luke Dawkins touchdown, 7-7 Jasper in that game. We're going back to that Carmel LN game because if the sun isn't blinding you, Zach Osborne's going to run it in here for a QB sneak right there, touchdown. So 7-7 Carmel Lawrence North at that point.
Looks like you found daylight.
Oh, can you hit the bell? Because
we're gonna do that one.
Yeah,
we're here all night, folks. We're here all night.
That was well played.
It's fine.
All right, here we are. Matt Springer from Southridge, a rushing touchdown right there into your living room. You don't need to hit yourself in the head, son. It's not that deep. But nice touchdown there from. You know what? I've never scored a touchdown, so I don't know how I would react. I probably wouldn't hit myself though. But 7-0 Southridge. Again, that's another game being brought to us by our friends down by the Courier Press.
All right, so thank you everyone who is collecting these highlights.
Got live action. Now we're back to live action. That's Mooresville, Breckin Green down to the 1-yard line.
It's getting really hard to differentiate between live action and highlights because every play so far tonight has felt like a highlight. These teams are absolutely playing with, well, you mentioned week 5 being a pivotal week, a moment that's make or break for a lot of teams, and the intensity is evident.
This is the two top teams in the mid-state, and that's Nick Patterson, the sophomore quarterback.
Right in.
I mean, that kid doesn't look like a sophomore. He is going to have a lot of bright days in his future running that Mike Gillen offense. So big touchdown there by Mooresville. You wonder if they'll go for 2 to try to tie it up or just go for the extra point.
I would think so, but man, heck of a game so far.
And Covenant Christian isn't stopping the scoring because that's not what they do. They score and they score and they score. Again, we thought it would be a long night for Tinley, and that's bearing out.
I just want to see another combination diving catch, roll out, pick up the tee, kick the extra point, because I'm still jaw on the floor from that last time.
Well, there we go. There's another touchdown. It's not scored by the kicker, though, so you're not going to see what you want to see.
23, is that LeBron?
Yeah. We're going back to the Brownsburg-Fishers game. This is Ben Easter's rolling out, and he's got his man. That looks like that's Preston Terrell, number 1. You know where he's going to college.
Go Boilers.
There you go.
Hey, man. Look, I got an early look at who I might be rooting for as a Boilermaker alum. I'm excited because I get to see these teams. These kids are tearing it up.
No, I love when in-state kids stay home.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Keep Indiana football in Indiana. What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. And Big Ten football is going to be a thing.
Big Ten football's back.
It's
October 24th.
2 days before my birthday.
I think that's why they did it.
They knew I wanted it.
Yeah.
They're like, let's hook Justin up. He's been so good to us.
Yeah. Are you rapping at the halftime show of the first IU game?
Oh, we rap at the tailgate parties.
Oh, there's no tailgates.
Well, we're going to virtual tailgate parties. We're going to sit in our cars and FaceTime each other and tailgate.
You're going to do like car karaoke?
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Is it karaoke?
Karaoke. Actually, you know what? I won't plug the karaoke story I did for IndyStar.com because
be PI in the end zone. There you go. He's going right back to Preston Terrell, and he's going to draw the flag in the end zone. So pass interference in Brownsburg. Ryan Gregory, one of our clerks today, said this game might get a little hairy for Fishers, and they need to comb. They need to brush.
Call him out. You just put him out like he's like, yo, it's gonna be rough.
I do want to thank we got a great crew in here that helps us. Like I said, we've had breakneck speed action, game to game to game to game. So Ryan Gregory, Will Hogsett, Rob Peters, and Clark Wade doing a great job helping us out to keep track of all these games. Again,
And
Michael
on the
McClure.
highlights.
Yeah, what's his name? The highlight.
The
intern?
one, the only, Michael McCleary on the highlights, capturing them, writing them down, telling us all the stuff we need to sound smart. He's the man. I still feel bad because I forgot his name last week, and I'll never ever forget it.
Yeah, you better not.
Now I need to get his name like tattooed on my arm.
Then when his internship's over, it's like, what was that kid's name?
This is Michael McCleary. I'm going to get it tatted like on my arm so I never forget again. Anyway, back to the action. LCC Tipton. We're going to take it away with the call. Enjoy the action called by our friends.
Shout him out on your next LP.
No, I can't do that. WHB TV 40 with the call in this one. Thanks so much for joining us. IndyStar Friday Night Live.
Threatening to score
Delta.
again.
Hunt kicks it. And it comes to
Edwards barking
Gentry. He tried
Rob Brown, Dan Bauer, Steve Wilson back with you.
The sideline, Kurt.
Well, either way, you either try to get you always try to get as many yards as you can. But still, bottom line is you still won the field.
All right, going back over to Decatur Central Edwards on this one, 13-14. Excuse me, frog in the old throat.
It's all right.
13-14. There is my.
You want score update coming to Christians 35-0 and 31-0 Center Grove over North Central. Ouch.
That win so far for biggest shock of the night. Didn't see that coming at all. Not 31-0.
You know, my wife asked me. Three mentions because she's a North Central grad. She asked me what I thought of that game, that it wouldn't be really close. And I actually thought it might be a little close just because I mentioned the defense, both defenses. But Center Grove's defense has come to play. North Central's is getting run over right now at this point.
It's rough.
So here we go. Danville Tri-West. Another really, really interesting game. I think this was a 7:30 start, or maybe no, it was a 7 o'clock start because we got 31 seconds left to the first half. Tri-West driving. That's Garrett Cora, number one of the better players in Hendricks County. Scores and he might. Is he hurt?
He went down a little hard, but
they went down a little low.
Oh, he shook that right off. He's all right.
But again, Garrett Cora, one of the top players on the west side, does a great job of receiving and rushing the ball. But it looks like we're going to get a timeout here with 17 seconds left in the second half or the first half. Tri-West looking to tie it up here. 17 seconds to go. So we're going to go back to this Fishers-Brownsburg game. And Brownsburg's got the ball.
Fishers got to figure something out.
Yeah.
They're going to hand it off.
This is Caleb Marcus again. Nice vision. That is great vision. The right side of the offensive line collapsed the entire defense, and he just jump cuts to the left, finds daylight, touchdown. The sophomore running back is coming off a huge week last week, and that's at least his second score, I believe, today. Might even be his third. So a big night again for Caleb Marcus.
And Brownsburg is rolling.
So the top two teams in 6A are showing out right now with Center Grove up 31-0 and Brownsburg up 34 going on 35-0. We will have a new number 3 team in the state because North Central is on the losing end of that Center Grove game. But the top two teams in the state are really showing what they're made of. And the top team in 3A right now, Mount Vernon, we got a little trickeration thrown back to the quarterback, Garrick Sluniger.
Oh!
Which is why he plays quarterback.
I feel for you.
It's okay. So it's all right, though. That helps a quarterback. You want to know how that helps a quarterback? Because the next time a receiver drops a pass, he's not going to get on him, even though that's their job to catch it. It's not really his job. But he knows how hard it is now to catch a pass.
It's a high-pressure situation.
That was a great call because he was wide open, and he had some space to go on that one. Well designed, not well executed, but I don't think that's going to slow down this Mount Vernon offense.
No, I don't think they're going to let that hang on them too long. They're going to get right back to business because that's what they've done all season long. But still,
Would have been a nice play.
Flashbacks of Tom Brady out the backfield trying to catch a pass in the Super Bowl.
There's Sluniger, not going to get away this time, so it's going to be 4th and about 5. Decision time for Mike Kirshner. It looks like they're going to punt. Looks like they're punting. The offense is coming off the field. So we're going to go back over to this Mooresville-Decatur Central game. Again, that's Nick Patterson throwing deep. Does he have a man? He does, and
he can't
hold on. I don't know if he would have brought it in inbounds anyways. Might have led him a little bit too far to the sideline. But again, this is a game we're definitely going to keep an eye on. And why don't we just take it away with the call?
I like that.
A little bit out of bounds. Kind of only where their Casper could go get it. The 6'3", 200-pound wide receiver out there. So it's going to bring up 3rd down. Decatur Central gets set. Patterson looks to the sideline. We got trips left. Casper all by himself here, and it's going to be a sprint out. And it's going to be a throw, and he is open. Dane Stevenson is going to be incomplete. Good no call in the end zone. I thought both athletes were going for the ball, so that's going to bring up
4th down.
4th down for
really,
Mooresville.
Really 4-down territory here for Mooresville. And I think that ball was a little bit overthrown too. But
a little bit, yes.
This is going to bring up 4th down, and the Hawks really got to stop him here and get the ball back, and maybe potentially the offensive for the Decatur can really score in a minute 15 seconds if they really
shift the field position battle back in your favor a little bit.
Back to this
Joe
Mount Vernon
Ratliff
Delta
back
game
to
and
punt.
watch
Over his head.
And there it is.
And it's going to bounce.
And back to that Mount Vernon game.
Ball
so he punts it. Where do we got? Where's the ball? So
and now they're on the move again.
I'm confused.
Ref's letting it go.
I don't understand. Is it because the punt didn't go past the line of scrimmage?
Let's wait for the ref call on this.
If this ref puts his hand in the air for a touchdown, I'm really confused.
Touchdown.
Okay. So I just don't know what happened. Is there a rule that if the punt doesn't? I'm sure the Delta coach is apoplectic right now.
I'm going to need a flow chart for exactly what happened there.
What?
But one thing we do know, according to the officials on the field, Mount Vernon touchdown.
Someone explain the rules of football to me. I'm serious. I'm serious. What just happened? Okay.
Let's take a look.
He's going to kick it. Now, does Delta touch the ball? Does Delta touch the ball? No.
At no point, not
okay.
yet.
Okay, does Delta touch the ball? It doesn't go past the line of scrimmage. So that must be
bounces back.
A rule I didn't know. Someone out, you could see the Mount Vernon coaches yelling, run, run.
This is
as the Delta players walk off the field. So I'm guessing the rule is if it doesn't go past the line of scrimmage, it's a live ball.
It's still a live ball. So
like
if it was a blocked punt, then that ball would be.
No, because if it's a blocked punt, the other team's already touched it. You can't advance the ball.
That's true.
But they never touched it.
I'm just trying to make sense of it,
never
brother.
went past the line of scrimmage. So I'm guessing it could be just like a fumbled snap that never got past the line of scrimmage. You can pick that up and run like a fake punt.
And that's fine too, because that would work if, say, this was a trick play that got blown.
Why don't more teams do that? Why don't more teams back up 10 yards, kick it, and then pick it up and run?
To have all the pieces fall in place the way it did for them is not something you can even plan for.
I got no idea what's going on.
I'm sure we'll be hearing more about that play. We will absolutely be hearing more about that play. So back over to HSC. And then Shamrocks, oh my goodness, that play, man.
All right, so I was talking about earlier that it might have been the end of the first half in this game. It looks like it was the end of the first quarter because it's not halftime and they're still playing. And the cryon is gone, so there might have been a cryon error. Nope, because it's not the third quarter. Is it the third quarter of that game?
It can be the third quarter.
They already did halftime? This is my favorite game. This is my favorite game. This will be over by 9 o'clock.
So we are bringing you this action here again. Wow. More on the way. IndyStar Friday Night Live. I'm still reeling from that trick play.
Now we got flags and everything, but wow. Okay.
All right, I'm going to go find the fine point rules on punt returns and figure out what the heck happened in Mount Vernon.
I think what I just said is accurate.
All right, so the line of scrimmage.
Does anyone disagree with what I said, or is it good?
We are polling the Friday Night Live staff.
Everyone says that it has nothing to do with the fact that I signed their paychecks. Everyone over there, though, says that I might have been right. So.
All right. Well, good on Mount Vernon for making something out of absolutely nothing.
Ooh, nice catch right there to move the sticks. He's a little dizzy. Yeah, a little dizzy.
Well, he rolled.
That's what happens when you spin my kid around. He trips over himself. Got to make sure you do that over carpet, though. Yeah.
All right. We're going to take it away with the call.
Are we?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, 4 rocks around him. And I'll tell you what, right now, the passing game is working pretty well for
the Royals have been mixing it up.
Zionsville 21, Noblesville 3 in the second quarter.
About 2nd and 5 from the 46. Wirtz once again, he breaks loose, does not get enough for the first down. Got 4 on that play, and that'll leave the Royals with a third.
This is Roncalli Guerin. That looks like that's Barron. Ooh, okay. A little Superman right there.
In the run by just jumping over everybody.
Why not?
I like it.
That was Baron Hubler on the run. He's even though they've only played 3 games, Roncalli, he's number 4 in the area in rushing, total rushing. So another big run from him. He just lowers the.
And that's how he's getting it.
I do not want to tackle him.
Well, good thing you don't have to.
Interesting fact: he has red hair, so they call him Red Baron.
Really?
They don't call him that. I do.
All right. See, you're making up these nicknames. Now I don't even know.
He does have red hair.
Can I even still believe in Warhorse?
Yeah, the Warhorse is real.
That's real.
Someone should call him Red Baron. There he goes. Look at him. He's getting loose.
The Baron.
There he goes. Touchdown. Look at him fly by everybody.
Oh.
For those people at home who don't know that, that's a World War I joke.
Yeah, and Red Baron, even if you don't know, the dude on
the pizza
boxes
you
with
know him
the
from pizza.
aviator
I know him.
gimmicks.
I'm a history nerd, so.
Anywho, this has been a crazy
Are you having
episode
fun?
so far. I'm having a great time.
I'm having a blast.
We're going to take a quick break, figure out what the heck happened with that punt steal, because I can't
told you
figure
what
it out.
happened.
I don't believe you. Please enjoy a word from our sponsors, Bath Experts. All right, everyone, welcome back to IndyStar Friday Night Live, presented by Bath Experts. I'm your host, Justin Mack, joined by Matt Glenesk, and we are continuing the action. We're not going to waste any time.
No.
Let's get back into some highlights, because if we take too long, we're going to miss like 7 more touchdowns.
No time
Let's
is
go.
wasted, so let's get to these highlights. This is Trevon Hatchett, Lawrence North. Pick.
Oh,
Nice
my
there.
goodness.
Give me that, he says, against Carmel. So Zach Osborne puts it up. Trevon Hatchett takes it away. 7-7 at that point, near the end of the first half. Lawrence North hanging in.
Man,
so
Hatchet
definitely
really cut that drive short for them.
No, don't. That's all right. You've had better. No, there we go. This is Peyton Guerzini from Castle with a rushing touchdown. You're used to seeing a kid named Peyton pass the ball, but this is a kid Peyton going to run the ball. I promise it's coming. Good things come to those who wait, and there he goes. Touchdown. So Mr. Guerzini. I can say that all day, Guerzini.
Good name.
Yeah, that's from our friends down in the Evansville Courier Press. Thank you. More plays down from Evansville. This is going to be Connor Foley with the sack for Evansville Mater Dei right there. So we're going to move on. More from down south. This is Camden Gasser, 51-yard touchdown on the ground here. Southridge goes
got some
up
great blocks along the way.
13-0.
Shout out to his blockers, man. That was dope.
Yeah, he'll get him a soda or something later. Maybe a Gatorade. Then we got Shane Bennett, Center Grove, blocked punt. Not on that one.
No, we
Nope,
got
that's
Lance
Dawkins from Jasper.
Fumble in the red zone.
You know what?
Mater Dei recovers.
You can't be perfect. I try, but it's hard. All right, here we go. I didn't lie to you, though. Shane Bennett. Jeez, he could have tackled the punter. Not many times you could sack the punter. He almost sacked the punter, but good job with the block there. And then later in the half, North Central punter stepped out of bounds in the end zone, so safety, 33-0, Center Grove. And then another halftime score we have for you. Danville is up 14-7 over Tri-West at halftime. And now
All right, and jumping back into the live action.
This is Covenant Christian Tinley, and I'm going to guess we're going to see a running clock in the second half. It's 42-0 here, and the Warriors are just continuing to add to their tally.
And they're going back to the end zone, and they found the end zone.
So another touchdown there. Covenant Christian, the number 9 team in Class A, and they're up big, and they're going to win this game.
All right, back over to HSC. The Shamrocks still 7-3.
Yeah, halfway through the third quarter already.
And this turned out to be the defensive battle that I might have expected from another game that was a big game.
No, this is called the Football Express, so we're big fans of this. This is like the self-checkout line. You just get out of the way and
exactly.
take it.
15 items or less, you're in and out.
And a player to watch on that HSC defensive line after this throw, nice breakup right there, is Evan Sherrill. Just a sophomore on HSC's defensive line, leads the state in sacks with 7, I believe, or 6.5. So he is a player to keep an eye on. He's a game wrecker at times, Evan Sherrill, so keep an eye on him. But again, Westfield, 3rd and 10 on the other side of the field. They scored on their first drive, haven't scored since. And that we kind of saw a little bit of that last week against Noblesville. They got up to a big early lead. I think they scored 21 points the first half and then ended up winning like 24-10. So
yeah,
slowed
gave
down.
Noblesville an opportunity too.
Slowed in the second half a little bit. So let's see if HSC can get him off the field, or let's see if Westfield. That was probably Mr. Sherrill right there on his legs.
Still gets it off.
Yeah, but so it's going to be 4th and 10. You're going to punt at this. I would imagine you try to pin him back. But I'm not a coach.
And the way punts have gone so far this evening, I'm not
if
sure
I'm
what
them,
to
hey,
expect.
if I just saw what happened with Mount Vernon, I'm punting and thinking it's an offensive play.
You know, who knows what kind of punt, hopefully maybe someone saw that and said, hey, we can do that. So we're going to
I'll give you another halftime score if you want another halftime score.
Yeah,
We've got Avon up over Franklin Central 35-0.
Ooh, so Avon 35.
No, that's a punt.
Oh, and just another score update. Covenant Christian.
I don't like that.
The 2-point conversion after that last touchdown we brought you, they now have the first 50 burger of the night.
I know, but I don't like that. You have to give me a good reason why you're going for 2 when you're up 48-0. To be honest with you.
Honestly, probably for the 50.
That's just me. I know. Well, so you get to the 50 number, you got a whole second half to play. To me, and I know you got to play the game.
Yeah.
Kick the extra point.
But that's where the question is, is that necessary?
That's where I'm at.
I feel you.
No, I know. I'm just.
But it is our first 50 burger.
All right, we've got another score update for you. New Pal is leading Pendleton Heights 6-3 in another defensive showdown there. There's Peyton Horsley with a throw complete, so Decatur Central moving the ball. Mooresville has taken the lead in this game, 20-14. We saw Brecken Green has really he's got 2 touchdowns today, scored from the 3 yards out. So Mooresville leads this game. This is probably going to be our best game of the night now. We've been talking about it, but with what's happening down in Center Grove, with that being a 33-0 game, this is the game we're going to keep our eyes on for the most part.
Hang out with this one for a while. Brought to us by our friends at DCHS Live. Thank you for the support, and continue enjoying the action on IndyStar Friday Night Live, presented by Bath Experts.
It's kind of a little bit of a rush, and he's out of bounds again. Peyton Broadwater.
So again, just like we said, to about the 30, 34, 35-yard line.
Yeah, this will give Decatur Central a shot. I think you might get 2 plays out of this. It's going to be close.
I think they take the shot right here.
Yeah, I think you do too. I think you take your shot. And you might be able to get 2 shots out of this. Don't sleep on Matt Cook up there at the top. And put a little pressure on last time. And it's incomplete, so you're going to have one more shot at it.
Warren Central, this one 7-14. Ben Davis with the ball and making their move. We'll see if they can add on and tie this one up.
Running.
All right, and just want to, again, thank everyone who is joining us here on IndyStar Friday Night Live, presented by Bath Experts. This is week 5 in what has been a unpredictable but unforgettable season, certainly one that I won't forget anytime soon, from the action on the field to all the other elements that our student athletes are dealing with this season, but still bringing us Friday night football each and every week. So appreciating them, celebrating them, the hard work they do, their parents do, coaches, everyone who is involved in bringing us this Friday night party every single week. And big shout out to our network partners who have joined us not only this season but last season, continuing the march of IndyStar Friday Night Live as we're on our own drive to continue what we're doing. So thanks for everyone. We're going to get into the action here.
Swanson looking right side and nearly intercepted there. Mason, the intended target, as Therese Reed couldn't quite keep his hands on that INT. 4th down.
Yeah, he definitely had his eyes on that ball and laid out, made his best efforts, and came up a little bit short right there. But, you know, I think that's the play I would have liked to have seen on 2nd down and coming back to 3rd down to do that. But I think Ben Davis also knew they were in 4-down territory, and they might go back to that same wheel. But what I was talking about in the opening, those slants, opening up Warren Central and trying to pick them apart a little bit.
Like you said, fire. Warren Central's defense looking for a 4th down stop off the turnover. Swanson, right side, under pressure, stepping up, hit from behind it, nearly intercepted, incomplete. Warren Central defense coming up with a hold as Swanson slow to get up from behind, but he had plenty of pressure.
Well, that was 4th down, so we're going to jump back over to this Mount Vernon and Delta matchup. As you can see, Mount Vernon enjoying a 21-0 lead over Delta. This one brought to us by our friends at Indiana SRN. 4th and 1. As this one continues, let's pick up the action.
That play. So it'll be 4th down and Joel Ratliff in to punt. Let's see what happens on this snap now. You know,
now you've won the field position. You've finally gotten a little bit of the field position battle back in your favor a little bit. Now, keep in mind, Ratliff is a pretty good punter. He's able to boot the ball down the field, but now it's just a matter of.
All right, going to jump back over to Guerin Catholic and Roncalli, 21-0. This one.
Able to work his way forward for 1 or 2 before he spun down. Nice defensive play by Braden Hall to toss him down. It gave him 1 on the forward progress. 2nd down and 9. 2nd and goal from the 9, I should say. Pistol formation with Hebler behind Leffler. Barron takes the give, cuts, on his feet, jumps, and he'll walk it into the end zone from 9 yards out. He makes it look so easy.
Pretty good punter. He's able to boot the ball down the
Mount
field.
Vernon and Delta still.
Well, the last time Mount Vernon punted, they scored a touchdown.
They might do it again. They're like, yo, this is a good
weirdest
plan.
play I've ever seen. Oh, look at this. Another
this time they just faked
well, this
it.
one is a designed fake punt. And he's going to get the 1st down and a lot more. So that looks like that's Keegan LaBelle, the up back, one of their star players. He does a little bit of everything for them.
Mount Vernon special teams making it happen.
That one you designed. The other one, not so much.
I like them both.
Yeah.
A little chaos, a little control. That's a good combination,
man. I don't know how that other play was legal.
Legal enough to get him a touchdown.
Yeah, no, it got him. So Mount Vernon, that's deep in their own territory to take that risk. So Mount Vernon is going for it. Mike Kirshner is pulling out all the stops. He wants to win. He wants to put his foot down on the gas and not let up. And that's what they're doing at Delta. This is this Mount Vernon team, and I mentioned earlier 3A. They're in 4A, and I know that because I'm stupid, but they're in 4A, and they might win. They have a chance to win a state title. They are really good, and they, you know, Mike Kirshner has turned this program around so quickly that it's just, and he's won state titles before at Ben Davis. He's done some great things, but the community buy-in it takes to take a team that, you know, is a 3-win team, a 4-win team, and to turn them into first regional champs in their school's history last year, and now be a state title contender in that quick time. The buy-in from them has had to be fantastic. So a lot of credit goes to the community and those kids as well.
Absolutely. So, all right, we're going to take it away with the call in this one and let them continue their march here on IndyStar Friday Night Live.
Hooking on gas here after that fake punt, but you're right. You know, it's a mental mistake that, especially on a play like that, you know, you already had the man beat. You're going to get a little bit. You don't need to try and get that little extra grab to try and squeeze as many yards as you can out of it.
Backs it all the way back to their own 37-yard line. Cozell goes in motion from the left to the right. They pitch back to Ryland Cole, it looks like.
And so Cole getting most of that penalty yardage back right there. They're going to pitch it out there, and he's athletic when you get him outside. Like, and as we mentioned earlier, you know, he's going to be playing at Indiana State next year. He's going to be one of those role players from out of the backfield and a really good athlete for Coach Kurt Mallory next year.
So it'll be a 2nd down now for the Marauders. As we got 4:10 to go here in the first half.
And down low, you got Ronnie Foster one-on-one.
Sluniker back to pass. Wide open, tipped. Oh, incomplete, intended for
And you were forcing the ball right there. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're doing a good job of trying to make it so that you can give your receiver a chance to actually compete for it. Jake Stank there on the intended receiver. But, yeah, you're giving your guy a chance to actually contest for that ball.
Right.
But still, you got to make sure you're scanning your other options because he had Ronnie Foster wide open here. It would have been a shorter gain, but nonetheless, it would have been a little bit more manageable than a 3rd down and long.
3rd down, and we'll call it 18 for the Marauders. Sluniker's got trip receivers to the left, one lone receiver to the right side. Looks like it's Eli Brightenthal. Sluniker back to pass. Throwing and in little underthrown. It was intended for Ryland Cole.
Well, I think that was probably a second option there going for Cole because once again they had Gentry coming in on one of those little slant routes.
All right, jumping back over to North Central and Center Grove, and this one, as you can see, 33-0, not the score that I expected to see happening so far.
Yeah, I didn't expect 33-0. I expected Center Grove. I didn't expect 41-0 either, or 40-0. Jeez.
Well, expect it and accept it because it's here. Center Grove touchdown.
Yeah, so I think we might see some of the second-string players in the second half, and we'll definitely see a running clock. Taven Jackson, this is a great throw, right in stride, too. Taven Jackson has been working on his accuracy. It was probably his biggest issue last season as a sophomore, was accuracy. He's throwing at 63% this year, so really has improved that. That one was right in stride. Again, he's a player that has offers based really off his potential more so than his production to this point. Again, he was just a sophomore last year. This is his junior year, so that's going to happen. But we are really seeing the maturation this year of Taven Jackson, and that one was right in stride. And it is 40-0 Center Grove over North Central. This is
40 burger.
It's a 40 burger. It's a 40 burger. So here we are, another game that's in the second half. That's what we like. We like to keep it moving here.
Bishop Chatard Southport. Bishop Chatard big 28-0 lead. They jumped out. This is one of those games where they jumped out to a lead very early, extended it, and never looked back. And doesn't like they're going to look back at all as they continue their drive here. Going to take it away with the call as they do their thing approaching midfield.
With a quick hitter. And he goes out of bounds, let's see, at around the 44-yard line. So it's a gain of 6, CJ.
First time we saw the stacked wide receivers. Want to see it again on this play here. It's just that first wide receiver that you see is going to block, and then that second stands back for a screen. We'll see if they go to that same play again.
Once again, the handoff, not this time. It is St. John on a keeper as he slides into second base. And he should have enough for a Chatard first down. He's looking around the 50-yard line for a pickup of 6 and a first down.
And here's the replay of that. I almost got to be careful sliding there because it looked like he slid and he was short of that first down marker for St. John. He just barely got a pass, but, you got to protect the quarterback these days, and he did a nice job sliding to.
All right, jumping back over to Ben Davis and Warren Central, still 7-14. Warren Central with the lead.
This doesn't look good.
Got to make it happen.
No. Ooh.
No harm, no foul.
Okay.
So we're going to pick up the action in this one. This is our MIC Network Game of the Week, which you can watch in its entirety on IndyStar.com. Want to thank everyone who is joining us here on IndyStar Friday Night Live, presented by Bath Experts. Whether you're a returning viewer or a first-time viewer, I want to thank you for supporting and helping us celebrate Indiana high school football.
Ben Davis, you got to be happy about that because that's a coverage. That's basically a coverage sack right there. The DBs did such a great job. The linebackers, there was no place for him to throw the ball in that situation.
And it looks like we had a roughing the passer call there.
Ooh, I completely missed that. So
roughing the passer call moves the ball up 15 yards after the play, so first down Warren Central.
I didn't even see one of those yellow hankies dancing on the field anymore. I just completely missed it.
Well, nonetheless, first down Warren Central after the roughing the passer call on Ben Davis. And now flag coming out. And looks like Warren Central was a little quick on the gun there and getting called for the false start. Back-to-back penalties out there on the field with 7:32 remaining in the third quarter. Going to bring up now 1st and 15 for the Warriors.
Well, and maybe that's what Ben Davis needs is a little break right there and just to catch their breath. They're on their heels right now, and, now they got Warren Central in a situation that they're 1st and 15, and this is a chance for them to get maybe aggressive and create a big stop right here and get the ball back to their offense and move the ball back down the field.
Ball on the 41-yard line again. 14-7, Warren Central leading the Giants from Ben Davis here in the third quarter. Prince Powell responsible for both touchdowns for Warren Central. Rushed both of them in from 1 yard out. Ben Davis scored on their first series. Swanson found Donnell Mason for a 45-yard touchdown score. Put the Giants up early. Powell looking, middle of the field, finds Michael Clark as he drops it just past the 50, incomplete. Charles Knuckles right in there with the swat.
Well, it's a good job by Charles Knuckles to be in the presence there, but really that's a great play call, and that ball has to be caught. You know, there are certain things that you want to be able to do as an offense, and you got to be able to throw the ball and catch the ball right there. Ben Davis is probably getting a little bit nervous at this point in time because those are the plays that they just can't let happen. Not right now. They need a real stop here, and I'd like to see Ben Davis get it more aggressive and maybe bring some heat and create some pressure for Warren.
Clark's been the main target for Powell throughout the season. He's been targeted, has over 12 receptions on the season as Powell looks outside, finds Delgado on that screen as he rolls his way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Going to be close back to the original line of scrimmage, which will bring up a 3rd and long for Warren Central with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, just, right now it's just milking some clock. Warren Central is just burning some clock right now, holding the ball. And keeping Ben Davis's defense on the field. Sometimes you forget that when you're out there for a while, you get tired and ready to come to the sidelines, and you need a break.
Well, here's the third down stop maybe that Ben Davis is looking for. They're crowding the box. Powell looking left side. They bring a blitz. Powell rolling right side under pressure and has to throw this one away. Going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that's a good job by Ben Davis's defense. What I mentioned earlier is get a little bit aggressive and bring some pressure. Make it uncomfortable for Prince back there, and the times they've done that, they've had success. Last time they did that, although they got a roughing the passer, they were able to complete.
All right, welcome back to the studio. I'll call it the studio instead of the newsroom in this configuration. We're going to do some highlights. Sure. We've got a bunch of them because, as you can see, this has been a wild night, y'all. So let's jump right into it.
This is Jack Goheen from Cathedral against St. X, and he's going to get the sack behind the line of scrimmage right there.
Ooh, bring him down.
Bye-bye, quarterback.
Love defensive
I like
highlights.
it when Cathedral wears their greens. Are they wearing green? Am I colorblind? Is that green or is that navy? I can't tell.
It looks like dark green to me.
Is it green?
I think so.
Okay, my wife says I'm
We
colorblind.
both can't see,
That's
so you're
fine.
asking
It's
the wrong
green.
guys.
It's green, because look at this. I can see it. But this is a pick 6 for St. Xavier right there. He's going to take it all the way. So that's Nathan McCahill, the quarterback for Cathedral. Hasn't done a lot wrong this season. Wants that one back. So it is 15-15 in that game. All right. This is Camden Gasser taking the pass from Chase Taylor. This is Southridge right there. Nice.
Beautiful.
Getting the feet down. So that's a touchdown. It is 20-7 Southridge at that point. We're going to stick in the Evansville area. This is Javante Madison breaking free for a 37. He's a big boy. For a 37-yard I like that stadium. Look at that. The stands right there.
You were so distracted by other things in that play.
But Javante, I'm sorry. I don't want to steal your shine.
Great
Nice
run.
touchdown. There we go. This is Caden Edwards, North Central forced a fumble out of the end zone. So this is how. Yeah. So the ball is going to be kicked around, booted, right? No. It's all right. Michael McCleary wrote the wrong thing on the board. I'm going to have to dry. Nope, he didn't. I just read it wrong. Not my fault. Hey, it's Javante Madison again.
Back again.
Back again. This time he's doing his defensive duties there. So sack, fumble recovered by Julian Johnson for a touchdown. It's 14-0 in that game. And my apologies to Michael McCleary.
All right, well, there you go. So we've all apologized to Michael McCleary.
You didn't know his
season.
name. I just said he screwed me up.
Yeah, you blamed him for something you did.
What's worse? Not
anyway, thank you for joining us, IndyStar Friday Night Live. We're going to jump right back into some live action.
Fourth quarter. That's Micah Hauser. One man. Ooh, great tackle by number 15. Micah tried to set him up, tried to give him a little shimmy.
And this has been just a
really fast
knockdown, it's rough game. Rough game.
It's rough if you're an offensive fan.
Oh, no, I love it. I love these kind of games.
Matthew Van Trine better file by 10 p.m. here, his story. That's all I got to say, because that's where he's at tonight.
And if you
There's
do
Micah Hauser again. Is he going to get in? I believe he is in. I'm
Still
waiting
no
for
definitive
the ref.
call from ref.
No one is. He's down at the half-yard line.
Ooh.
It's okay. Let's the clock run a little bit more.
And while we're shouting out Matthew Van Trine, also want to shout out all of our coverage. Of course, IndyStar.com, best place to go for all of the scores, photo galleries, analysis, what to expect after the fallout from this week.
Touchdown.
A touchdown here. But go to IndyStar.com after we go off the air and continual. Matt will be here bright and early working again.
I work from home.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah. All right, we're going back to this Ben Davis game. And that's going to be a sack on 3rd and long. So I'm guessing Ben Davis is going to have to punt here. Maybe.
They have to, right?
Well, yeah. I'm some of the guys were getting a little slow coming off.
However,
we've already seen what can happen.
Have been probably the most exciting parts of the night have been punts.
Score update: Greenwood leads Plainfield 28-24. So that's a local game that we need to follow from the mid-state. So that's worth keeping an eye on. And Mount Vernon again at halftime, 28-0.
Mount Vernon is for real, yo.
They are for real. And Fishers has scored a touchdown in that Fishers-Brownsburg game.
All right, so Fishers on the board.
So Fishers slapping Ryan Gregory across the face.
Out and noticed that clock wasn't working. I thought it was that fancy scoreboard that Warren Central has with all those lights that I was just missing it.
Still a big stop there for Warren Central, and the quarterback change with Swanson on the sideline. See him down there being attended to by the trainer. But Chris Pearson checking in, the junior, who has thrown a little bit on the air. He comes into this one with 4 completions off of 8 attempts, 91 yards, a touchdown and an interception, but as well as a runner. He's at 8 rushes for 68 yards and a score. So we've seen Chris Patterson again, dual threat guy, just like Juwan Swanson. Those 2 juniors dueling for that quarterback position. It's been Swanson's all year. We see him, though, battling a little bit on the sideline, and Patterson definitely able to come in and would be able to.
All right, jumping back over to Bishop Chatard and Southport. Bishop Chatard 35-0. They have been absolutely just doing their thing all night long.
Coming off their first loss of the season last week against Cathedral. Again, Cathedral, as we've talked about, one of the better teams in the area or in the state. Last time these 2 teams met, Chatard won 35-9. So it's kind of trending in that direction. I'm just not sure Southport's going to get the 9.
All right, well, let's take it away with the call, see what happens next.
Along with 77, who just came into the game, that's David Chupp, one of the defensive ends for Southport. Brings up a 3rd down and 3 now at the 11-yard line.
No gain. 3rd down and 3.
Under 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. It's been all Chatard tonight. Here's Andre Moore with the carry. Gets left side before he's dragged down in the back.
28, Andre Moore.
So Moore moves the ball forward.
Get the tackle to number 94, Turk Vitelli.
Turk Vitelli gets a big hand, CJ. Did you hear that?
Yeah, he's got some fans down there in the stands for Mr. Do-It-All, Turk Vitelli.
Yeah, we saw the same thing 2 weeks ago because Turk had 2 touchdowns in that game. One was a punt block and return for touchdown for 40 yards, and the other was a 2-yard plunge into the end zone. So he can do it all.
Yeah, that's what you warned me about when I got to the stadium today. Look out for this guy, number 94, Turk Vitelli. So
he's like a rock star.
Yeah, he's valuable to this team. They definitely need him. On the defensive side, he's had some big plays early in this game.
Once again, from the 6-yard line, Chatard operating with the offense. Tommy Hannon into the game once again, and he's going to be tackled running around the 4. Let's see if he stayed inbounds or not. The clock continues to move with 3:26 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Chatard 35, Southport nothing. The home crowd continues to make noise on this side, CJ.
Hey, there's some loyal fans for Southport. They're rooting on their team, win or lose, and you can't, if you're players, you can't thank them enough. That's what you need, especially when times are tough.
Here's a pass over the middle and completed. And is that Coleman? Once again, it is. There's a penalty flag as well. That will be the 4th touchdown pass, if it is good, for Thomas Coleman. So
all the backups being brought in. That was
Fishers. This one 35-6 after Fishers, as Matt mentioned, got on the board here in this one. But we'll see what happens next. It's still a long way to go, and might be a long 4th quarter for Fishers unless you can get a A few more touchdowns back to back to back.
Well, it looks like Brownsburg's got their backup quarterback in. Yeah.
See if that changes anything, or if they continue to march and put points on the board here for IndyStar Friday Night Live.
Well, it's, you're up 35-6 in the fourth quarter. It's a running clock. A lot of these guys don't get a chance to play a lot. It's a lot better than going for 2 up 48-0.
Agreed. Ooh, stiff shot. If you've been watching, you know what that's all about. We're going to jump back over to HSC and Westfield. This one 14-3.
At Westfield looking to milk the clock and really just put this game out of reach here. HSE, their defense is held in there, but their offense just really never been able to get going. Credit to Westfield, though, again. So they're looking for their 4th win in a row. And again, I mentioned earlier in the show that Kyle Nenrip, our Preps insider, really believes that this matchup might show us who is the potential top dog on the north side of the 6A bracket. There's Maryville, there's Lafayette Jeff, there's other schools that will be in the mix, but in terms of area schools, this Westfield team looks like they might be the class of that north side of the bracket. With Carmel shipped down to the south side, and everyone always says Carmel's got the yellow brick road, the red carpet laid out for them to get to Lucas Oil. Maybe now Westfield is a team that could take advantage of that. They won a 5A state title not too long ago. I would say within the last 4 or 5 years. Jake Gilbert did a great job leading that team to a state title. So they're not, what's the word I'm looking for? Doesn't matter. They've won state titles before. So
yeah, they're familiar.
See, you couldn't even come up with the word. I've screwed you up so much.
I know, and usually that's my thing.
That's okay. So it's the first down for Westfield. So let's take it away with the calls. The Shamrocks try to run out the rest of the clock here.
Across the 39, and they're going to give him a first down. Or are they? Yes, they do. They signal for the first down.
Hello, guys. Wake up.
5:52 remaining in this one. Shamrocks in the driver's seat right now, Perry. Barring some kind of a major disaster here. Once again, Webster is going to take that play clock down as far as he can.
Oh, yeah, he's doing a good job of
clock management. Here's a keeper by Webster. He's got it close to a first down. Loudon Sundling in on the tackle for the Royals. Got about 8 on that one, but once again, as soon as that play is over, that 40-second clock starts. And clock will be down to about 4 minutes and 40 seconds before they have to snap it.
Mooresville 20, Mount Vernon 28, Delta 0.
All right, jumping back over. Taking a look at TC Indian Creek. We haven't been here in a while. It's been a while. So, and I loved their camera work last time we were here, so it still looks good.
All right,
right
so
now.
we got it's going to be about 3rd and 5 from about midfield here for Indian Creek. So it's the third quarter. You got to give credit to Triton Central's defense. Indian Creek's offense usually puts up a lot of points.
Not the case today.
Not the case today. I talked about Aiden Ethery, the quarterback for for Indian Creek. Also Connor Fruits, the running back, the transfer from Center Grove down at Indian Creek, has been putting up really, really good numbers. But Triton Central buckling down. So we'll see. Big play here. Oh, I said 3rd and 5. It looks like it's 3rd and a lot more than 5. So 3rd and we'll call it 20. Based on my eyes.
Looks good.
Yeah.
I'll take it. See if they can convert.
I don't think that's going to do it.
That's not the way to do it.
No, that's not going to get you 20 yards. Ooh, a little Superman.
I'll allow it.
All right,
All right,
going back
Tri-West
over
Danville.
Tri-West Danville. So Danville, that's Cale Payne, the junior quarterback standing behind center or in the shotgun. He's going to drop back. He's one of the better area passers. He can really wing it, and I'm not lying.
He had the time to do it.
He got him. Touchdown. We got celebrations. We didn't see the touchdown, but we can see the celebrations. So hopefully we'll get a replay. But Cale Payne, I mentioned
Almost on cue.
And that one wasn't queued up, right, guys? We just went to that, and that happened. Oh, it was queued up. It doesn't matter. I said Cale Payne is one of the best throwers in the area, and that was a hell of a throw.
Yeah, stood back. He had plenty of time.
He did have plenty of time, so give the offensive line credit.
The pocket had held up from the snap. No one even put any pressure on him. And like you said, he can utilize that big arm he has and make a good throw, and he did exactly that. So credit to everyone involved on that touchdown there. Big shout out to the O-line. Get them extra pasta night. Let's go.
It's pasta night's Thursday night, right? Is it the night before the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Feed them up. Protect the QB.
It looks like Westfield's going to call a timeout here after milking all the play clock. Can't say I blame them at this point of the game.
No.
So we were talking about that Danville Tri-West game, and Danville's 2-0. Looks like they might be on their way to 3-0.
Also going to jump back over to Ben
Sure,
Davis,
let's
Warren
do that.
Central. But as you were saying,
I was saying like Tri-West is 3-1, and they could be 4-0. They lost on a 50-yard field goal at Plainfield on the last second.
so other than that,
You know,
got
how
a
many
perfect
high school
record.
games are being won by 50-yarders at the buzzer?
Yeah.
So this Tri-West team is a team that could be 4-0, playing did you get it? You got it. We got Warren Central players celebrating. So
Big catch
That
there.
is a big catch there. Late in the third quarter, Warren Central trying to put a little distance between them and Ben Davis. We'll take it away with the call with our friends from the MIC Network. Again, this is the IndyStar MIC Network Game of the Week. You can watch it in its entirety on IndyStar.com, or you can just hop in with these
Hang out
live
with us.
cut-ins. Yeah, with us. Who
We're
wouldn't
fun.
want to do that?
We're nice guys.
Sure.
Pounding and then throwing the ball down the field. Good job with the play calls for Warren Central.
Inside a minute to play in the third quarter as we find ourselves in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line for the Warren Central Warriors. Check coming from the sideline. 5 seconds here on the play clock. And Powell's going to keep it himself and maybe works his way back to the line of scrimmage. The Ben Davis Giants were not fooled on that option play.
Well, it looked like that play was developing so slow right there, and the defensive end was coming down that Prince Powell had to make a decision to just get that, to try to expedite that thing real quick as he saw what was about to happen. I think Warren Central is going to have enough time on the clock to let it run out and take this game into the fourth quarter. But here's what you're seeing: is this is big time power football, and they're grinding down the field, grinding the clock, wearing down on people. This is that old school. We're going to just muscle up on you and see what we can do to you. I like it.
Old school football here on the east side of Indianapolis on the 96th edition of the Circle City Showdown. 14-7. Warren Central leading the Ben Davis Giants as we have our sideline reporter working.
Over Bishop Chatard in Southport. Bishop Chatard up 42-0 in this one. Big lead that they have only extended throughout this game. And again, it's been a rough night for Southport. So we're going to take it away with the call in this one.
Delay of game perhaps, or a false start against Southport. We'll see what this is all about. As the referee comes our way, it's a holding? How can you do a hold?
All right, that one goes to a 4th down, so we're going to jump back over to this matchup.
That's
Decatur
Peyton
Central,
Horsley.
Oh, he's on the move.
He is also homecoming king. That's not Peyton Horsley. Dang. Unless he changed numbers at halftime.
I don't think he did that,
Nope.
because why would anyone do that?
No, that's Mooresville. Man, I'm slipping. I'm slipping.
It's
they're
cool.
both
We
navy.
all slip.
They're
Just
both
don't
navy
fall.
and yellow at times, but it's a flag, so it doesn't even matter that I was wrong.
So this
It
one,
never even happened.
20-14, and this has kind of become our most tightly contended game
No,
of the
this
night.
was the game we set now. I predicted like 35-35.
I feel silly because I predicted 50 burgers
Yeah,
for
but
everybody.
You just
I
talk.
just wanted it. I just wanted it because I knew if we got that, imagine the crazy plays and moments we would have got from a game
Yeah, but
where
the
both
game, if
teams
it
were
was
scoring
50-50, the game would end at 11 o'clock. You ready for that commitment?
Man, if I get scores that are nuts and 50 points, I'll stay here all night. What else am I doing?
Not social distancing in the Decatur Central student section.
Judgy. I mean, even though, yeah. Back
So
up.
Nick Patterson, the sophomore quarterback from Mooresville, is not in. I wonder if there's an injury of some sort. You would have to think there is. Or the number 2 can punt as well. This is Javon Tracy. What do you got
He's gonna
for me?
make a move.
No, that was clean. All right, get out. Ooh. All right, so Decatur Central Mooresville, DC is going to get the ball back to their quarterback, number 12, Peyton Horsley.
Who
was just named homecoming king.
Congratulations.
Yeah, according to David Woods, who is the man who would know that because he's at the game. Though I don't think there's homecomings going on, right?
You know what? That remains to be seen. Virtual homecoming could be a thing.
Virtual homecoming sounds awful.
I mean, real life homecoming, if you think back to high school, wasn't that great.
Oh, speak for yourself.
I shall. I'm speaking for you too.
Didn't you marry your homecoming date?
No, prom.
Prom.
Prom date.
Okay. I didn't marry my homecoming date.
Well, your homecoming
Or my
sucked.
prom date, for that matter. Wow. All right, put him in a pretzel, Peyton Horsley. That's what you get for being homecoming king. Woo. Don't they know? Someone should tell him. Wear the
He's trying to tell
crown.
you, don't they know I'm
It's like,
homecoming
come on,
king?
Yeah.
Come on.
Do I have to wear the sash?
Anyway, 20-14 in this one. Let's take it away with the call.
So Peyton was sacked there.
Doesn't look like the whole offense was on the same page there.
No, it didn't.
People were doing. Peyton wasn't seeing what other guys were seeing, and
it looked
he
off
really
sync.
didn't see what the coaches were drawing up there as well.
Yeah, it looked a little off sync. And it's going to be a rollout this time by Peyton, and he is going to look to throw it. And Javon's going to get down the sideline and up the sideline and across the 30 for a big gainer. Javon Tracy from Peyton Horsley. First down, Decatur Central.
Again, if you hear that name, Javon Tracy, I mean, it was really a 5-yard.
There is a flag on the play.
Oh, I think it could be roughing the pass. I don't know.
Yeah, the Decatur Central's walking back, which is not a good sign. But you're right, Peyton is a little worse for wear.
All right, after that big catch and run, we're going to jump
There was a
back
flag,
over.
Justin. There was a flag.
Still a big catch and run. They're just
Okay.
bringing it back over to Westfield HSC.
To about the 3 or 4. Clock stops to move the chains.
Right, I hate to say this, but I think that Royal defense is getting a little
They're running
tired.
out of gas. They've spent a lot of time out there tonight. First and goal from the 4. 22 seconds remaining on the play clock, 1:12 on the game clock. Webster in no hurry to get this play off.
Oh, he can let it run down.
Hauser. No gain on that one. They're going to have to run at least one more play, but the Royals have got 2 timeouts left. Will they use them or not? I doubt that they will. Second and goal from the 3. Webster's just going to take a knee. And that will be the final play of what was billed.
All right, going back over to Triton Central, Indian Creek, 14-6 in this one.
That was the victory formation there for Westfield, so they're going to beat Hamilton Southeastern. The Shamrocks improved to 4-1. Hamilton Southeastern will drop to 3-2, so we will see Westfield inside the Class 6A top 10 next week. Again, that was a team that beginning of the year, Kyle Nenrup watched a scrimmage, said this is a team that can be a contender. They are proving Mr. Nenrup knows what he's talking about.
And he does.
Sideline warning appears to be the indication against the Braves. Wise's pass towards the end zone, high and incomplete. 4th down for the Braves. Pass into the end zone. Emberton there to swat it down, which actually gives the Tigers a better situation than having intercepted. Loss of downs will give the Tigers the ball at the line of scrimmage at the 23.
All right, back over to Ben Davis and Warren Central. This one's still 7-14. Feel like it's been that way forever, but Warren Central was probably super happy about that. So they have possession and the lead in the fourth. A lot of football left to play, though, so we'll see what happens next.
So Warren Central's defense has been their better unit between their offense and their defense. Their offense really has struggled a lot this year. Prince Powell, first-year starting quarterback, number 3 there. Definitely some growing pains, but their defense obviously is one of the better ones in the area. Kept them in the game. Kept them in that Center Grove game. A lot of that Center Grove game were a lot of 3-and-outs, back and forth, back and forth. I think it finished 20-0. And we see what Center Grove's doing to North Central right now. So 20-0, that sounds like a moral victory.
Yeah, Warren Central, they did what they could.
So, but this is always a very competitive rivalry. It's East Side, West Side. Ben Davis, Warren Central, they both have state title pedigree. They're both MIC champions in recent years. So this is a real rivalry, and these guys don't care for each other.
Yeah, and so this is going to be a big fourth quarter because, as you can see, this is still very much anyone's game. This is also our MIC Network Game of the Week, so you can watch all of the fourth quarter action unfold if you just go to IndyStar.com.
And again, it's Delgado battling for every single yard he can get, falling forward in front of the 20-yard line. They'll bring up 3rd and short now for the Warriors.
Now, this is where Coach West and Coach Spann have an interesting.
All right, going to take another look here at Decatur Central as they are on offense, trying to get back into this one. Well, they are in this one.
You know what? I like Javon Tracy, but I don't know if he can get away from 3 guys. Okay, he got away from 3 guys. Couldn't get away from 6. So,
which is understandable.
Geez. Man, there's a flag, so it might not matter. But
I get tired just watching him.
That takes a lot of work there. Just I can do that in Madden. That's about right. That's like the left button.
Yeah,
the
right trigger, left trigger, back and forth.
I haven't played Madden in probably 10 years.
Well, I can tell you, Javon Tracy, he's a walking cheat code the way he moves back and forth.
I don't know what that what's that penalty that when he flexes. What call is that, guys? No, well, he flexed one arm.
He just wanted to show you off his. He's been working on his arms.
Hockey, yeah. Well, then why'd you ask me what he did?
All right. Well, while our experts of people
hey,
not knowing,
I got that punt right.
You got that punt right, but you didn't get this call right. So we're going to let the call be handled by our friends over at DCHS Live.
That's
Let's
a smart
take it
thing
away.
to do.
3rd, but it's not going to be a first down.
Okay.
So it makes this more manageable 3rd down for Decatur Central.
Makes it could be a 4-down territory as well.
It sure could. Well, 1-score game. I think you punt it away here if you don't get it. I really do. You let your defense do something. Something's got to happen on defense with one of these teams eventually with a turnover. So Peyton Horsley in shotgun formation, and he's just going to throw it out here, and it's going to be incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down and 7 for Decatur Central. Decatur Central's really not put the ball down field too much. It's been a lot of short passes.
That play really hasn't worked all night either.
It hasn't. It really hasn't. And it seems like Mooresville's been sitting in the flats on those plays and kind of waiting on it. So this is 4th down and 7 for Decatur Central at midfield. So you never know. Could be a fake. You never know how this goes with Peyton Horsey as the punter. And Javon's going to go in motion as always on the punt. And is going to go ahead and great throw and catch from Peyton to Javon for the fake punt, and it's going to keep the drive alive. So that's going to move the chains in a risky play by Decatur Central, but it was one that paid off. So take us through this, Dakota.
He's faking like he's going to punt, turns around, and Brandon Smith here does a fabulous job here of not doing anything he didn't need to do. And
well, Peyton did a great job of escaping Tommy O'Connor, who had him dead in the rights, and Peyton was able to live another day and throw that ball for a first down. Big first down here as Decatur Central's moving the chains, and they're starting to throw the ball a little bit. As Peyton was able to get positive yards again. And just not quite enough for a first down as he came up gimpy a little bit on that tackle, shoestring tackle by the Pioneers. So second down in manageable 4. You know, we haven't seen Caleb Hicks too much on this second half.
This drive.
We really haven't. So, you know, I think this is one where you know, both teams are really taking some hits back and forth. This has been a slugfest.
I see a little Caleb Hicks and up the middle kind of run here, just a quick little dive here.
Well, you know, they have got him, you know, it's been a good balance. And that looked like
Caleb
good
Hicks.
tackle by number 12, Johnson. Caleb Hicks is going to get near a first down, but it's going to be 3rd and short. So it's going to be still 3 yards to go for a first down. So this is definitely two down territory. And there's a flag on the play. Sideline warning.
No, they're not even. It's not a warning.
No, it's a warning. They're not marking this off. That's just a warning. Not sure what that was about. So 3 minutes and 46 seconds to go here is 3rd down. Big 3rd down here for Decatur Central with 14 seconds to go on the play clock. They need to hurry up. Might want to think about getting a timeout here, and they do. So both teams going to think it over again, as you would think.
All right, timeout in that one. So let's jump back over to Ben Davis and Warren Central. Still 7-4.
I'm running behind 77
all day.
I don't even know if he's good, but I'm running behind 77.
I got a good shot.
Looks like we have a timeout in this game as well. An injury. We have an injured timeout.
All right.
But again, the Warren Central defense, they got DeJuan Eccles, one of the area leaders in sacks. Therese Reed has 2 interceptions on the season. We're going over to Triton Central, Indian Creek, though. See if Triton Central can give themselves some breathing room. They're up by 8, trying to put this game away. Would be a really good win for Triton Central. Indian Creek comes into the game at 3-1. Triton Central's 3-1, ranked number 8 in 2A. We're going to switch back over to this Ben Davis game, Warren Central game, because our director, Clark Wade, wants me to keep talking nonstop like the Micro Machine guy, just to give you all the information I can going from one game to the next.
Micro Machines. How old are you?
Yeah, the kids don't know that, do they?
No one knows what you just said except for me and Clark. That's it.
Do you guys remember when the Micro Machine guy had a cameo as a substitute teacher on Saved by the Bell?
Oh, my gosh.
And then he's going to throw the ball. Here we go. We got DeJuan Eccles. He's going to drop the ball over there. He's going to Ben Davis. He got it. Man, wide open. Touchdown! To Rylan Richardson. And let me tell you about Rylan Richardson from Ben Davis.
Tell me about Rylan Richardson.
This kid, let me get my stats. This kid coming into the game had 4 passes for 137 yards and a touchdown. Mm-hmm. So do the math on 4 passes, 137 divided by 4. That's his average. And he just had another 40 yards. Wide open.
Big play
wide
Jones,
open.
Man. Like, let's go.
We, guys, is this extra point going to tie it up? Is my math right? Okay. Do you go for 2 here if you're Ben Davis?
I think that if you were going to do it,
so
this
that
is more appropriate than the other 2-point conversion we saw this evening.
Rylan Richardson, another big play there for the Ben Davis pass.
Man.
So they're going to go for 2. I like it. It's a gutsy call. You're 1-3 on the season. You can really, you get this, you win this game. Last year, the Ben Davis win over Warren Central catapulted Ben Davis into a good season. They had struggled up until that point. We're going to get a timeout from Warren Central because they're going to want to talk about it.
Yeah. But this is a terrifying play call because you get the 2-point conversion, you go up. You still have 6 minutes left.
Yeah, no, I get it. But
you're not winning the game with a 2-point conversion necessarily.
No, but you're taking the lead.
But if you don't, you have a better shot at losing the game if you don't convert this 2-point conversion than you do of increasing your chances of winning the game.
We talked about math earlier, and I told you not to do it.
Yeah, but this time I'm correct. The risk involved, I'm not saying don't take the risk. I like the risk. I advocate for going for it on like 4th and 13.
I don't know if Ben Davis's kicker is good. All I know is high school extra points are not a given.
They are not a given. Nothing's a given. But a 2-point conversion certainly isn't. That's not a gimme. That's not a layup.
No, but.
And we have no reason to believe they don't believe in their kicker because
there's 6 minutes left in the game. They just scored their second. Points are at a premium. I get it, but go for it. Go for the glory.
Right. Sure.
Plus, it's a regular season game. In Indiana, everyone makes the playoffs anyways. true story. Everyone makes
true.
the playoffs.
I'm just
You're not
saying,
winning the conference.
You don't convert. You sit
You want
at
bragging
13,
rights.
14.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. There's.
Warren
I don't want to
Central-
say there's little on the line because I want you guys all to sit and watch this game. But
No, this is a lot on the line.
Everything's
No,
on the line. But I'm just saying that it's.
Again, I stand by.
That you would kick.
Just not making it pretty much not guarantees
All right.
you a loss, but making it certainly doesn't guarantee you a win when there's 6 minutes left and Warren Central has been in
I'm gonna
not
say
the
they-
driver's seat, but they've had the advantage for most of this game.
All right, prediction. I'm going to say they don't get it.
See, not only do you advocate for it, but now you're speaking their failure into existence.
It's not
Let's
into
go.
existence yet. Let's see.
All right, so
Big
this
play.
is a big one.
Big play here.
He's going to keep it. Rolls right.
Got to
Does he have
dive. He's
it?
in there.
He's got it.
2-point conversion. Ben Davis takes the lead.
Man.
Still think they should have kicked?
No, I was just pointing out
Stick
the
to
risk
rap.
involved. I
Stick
will.
to rap music.
Back over Decatur Central, Mooresville, 20-14 in this one. Man, that's a big play. Big play.
Big
Man.
play Jones.
Big play Jones.
This is Peyton Horsley. He's looking for a big play to get Decatur. No!
Oh,
Huge interception for Mooresville there. Decatur Central looking to tie and then possibly take the lead with an extra point. No, says the Mooresville defense.
Snatches it
Big
right away.
play there, and the Pioneers, the top-ranked Pioneers, no, they're 2 now. Gosh, I got to keep track of this stuff. They're number 2 now because Mount Vernon jumped them. Nothing that they did, but whoop, nice.
Oh, man.
Reading the
Just jump the
quarterback's
coverage.
eyes, very good job. That's what you want a ball hawk and safety to do. Watch the quarterback's eyes and jump. Great play on the defense there.
This game continues to be, again, just full of
And it does
momentum
look like Nick Patterson, the sophomore quarterback, is back in there for Mooresville. So the last drive was just maybe to get him a breather, maybe to do a little trickeration. Who knows? But Mooresville up 20-14, third quarter.
Yeah, whatever their motivation was, it worked out. Let's take it away with the call.
They're going to get a fresh dose of Brecken Green, and he's going to get maybe a yard out of that, maybe 2 or 3. We'll see where they set the chains. Looks like he's going to be a gain of 2.5. So it'll be roughly 2nd and 7 for the Pioneers. I think they'll be content to run this clock. For sure.
For sure. I think they run one more play, and I think they let this the clock run out.
Well, Patterson in the backfield, and he's going to give it again to Brecken Green, and he's going to be stopped for no gain. And that looked like Lawson and Damon Porter right there, as well as Keelan Dyson and Brandon Smith, all on there for the Hawks. So big third down here as the Hawks will try to stop Mooresville, and they've had problems stopping them on third down, it seems, with penalties and costly costs and big runs by the and he's going to be close or near across the first down, and I think he did get it by about 4 or 5 yards. Just a little pass play there on the out of bounds, and he was able to tiptoe and get the first down for Pioneers. Big third down for Mooresville. So Mooresville set again, new set of downs here as Nick Patterson trips right. Brecken Green under center. And you would think, Dakota, we'd get a big dose of Brecken Green right here.
Right here. If they throw the ball in, I'd be kind of concerned.
As a run all the way by Patterson. And it's going to go nowhere. It might have lost a yard. So that'll bring up the end of the third quarter as Decatur Central 14, Mooresville 20 in a very tight ball game with Mooresville second and 10.
All right, into the third in that one. So let's go back to Ben Davis, Warren Central, 15-14 in our Make Network game of the week that you can watch in its entirety on IndyStar.com. And it's been a good one, real good one. So big 2-point conversion that we brought you last time gives Ben Davis the advantage, but a lot of football left to play.
Oh, if he gets through there, he had a lot of room. We got a fumble. We got a late flag. This is going to be an unsportsmanlike of some sort.
And this is, what I mentioned, a lot of football left. All you got to do is get in field goal range and that 2-point conversion. Bye-bye.
yourself in a situation, whether you're Warren or Ben Davis, and make a mental error that costs your team 15 yards. So it's either first down, and it happens to Warren Central or Ben Davis. But this is the kind of stuff that you want to mess around with at this point in time in the game. You got to be smart and just keep your head cool.
And they're waving the flag off. Good call there from the officials. Two guys just getting tangled up on the far side. It looked like trying to hold a block.
And I can tell you, Coach West is not going to like that. He's asking for clarification, I think, in that situation.
First and 10 for Warren Central. Ball on the 47-yard line as the Warriors inch closer to Giant territory. Powell, hand off again. The ball's on the ground. Ball is on the ground. Powell, Holt jumping on it. Back at the 45. Maybe a loss of 1 or 2 on the play. And that was a golden opportunity there for the Giants.
Yeah, it was. Anytime you see the ball on the ground, boy, everybody's got to be scrambling. And, I think Warren Central got lucky right there that Powell's able to jump back on that ball, because a turnover right now for Warren Central is a couple nails in that coffin for them at this point in time in the game with no timeouts or 1 timeout left.
Now the Warriors behind the sticks. You mentioned the game plan of just running it up the middle. Now looking at 2nd and long. Powell passing. Has Clark. Clark past the 40. Inside the 35-yard line before Knuckles brings him down. First down and then some for Warren Central.
Well, Warren Central has had a lot of success, throwing the ball down the field like that, especially in the middle of the field where they found some weakness. And good bounce back and good throw right there. Now, Ben Davis is on the other side. It's time for their defense to puff up and see if they can't get a stop.
Michael Clark, one of those senior leaders, the sure-handed tight end, coming up big. And now late substitution here from Ben Davis. They're forced to call the timeout for getting the flag. That's the last thing you want if you're a Ben Davis Giant fan, is giving up free.
All right, we got some final scores for you.
Give me some final scores, Matt.
I was in the middle of telling you them. Eastern Hancock defeats Knightstown 42-7. Lutheran defeats Cascade 56-7. Avon beats Franklin Central 35-7. Brownsburg, yeah, we got a lot of blowouts tonight. Brownsburg beats Fishers. We showed you quite a bit of that game. 42-6, Brownsburg beats Fishers. So this one's a close one. We're going to stick with this one, and we're going to stick with the Decatur Central Mooresville game. Oh, another score update. Here we go. Ready for this one? Carmel 26, Lawrence North 14.
All right.
So the Greyhounds have turned that game around. Big scoring move for them. Mount Vernon 35, Delta 0. So the Mount Vernon train is not stopping anytime soon. You like what it did there, train, because the rail goes?
I do like that.
See?
It's good.
Pike leads Lawrence Central 34-0 in the third quarter. So Pike is finding themselves. Plainfield leads Greenwood 38-35, and we can now go to this game because I'm done giving you score updates.
All right, back to the action.
Pushed out of bounds by Carnell at the 31-yard line, so a gain of about 2 on the play.
Yeah, good job by Carnell just staying at home right there. And, sometimes what the coaches are doing is they're guessing that you're going to get sucked in, and your eyes from the defensive perspective are going to watch that running back who you think has the ball. You don't stay at home and do your job, and then all of a sudden, that's a big play for Warren Central. So good job by staying home and playing your role.
And on top of that, Carnell able to push Powell out of bounds to stop the clock. Powell looking left side, back to pass. Over the top, has his man incomplete. Looked like Howard had slowed down on the play. And that could have been 6 for Warren Central. But
all right, going back over to Mooresville, Decatur Central, because this one is getting closer to another scoring opportunity. Still 20-14 in this one.
They're going to back them up a little bit on this play. I'll give you another score update. Center Grove 47, North Central 0. It's not over. It is, but it's not. But so 47.
Yeah, not over, but that score could change.
And Cathedral and St. X, it's 25-22. Cathedral leads St. X with 6 minutes left to go in the game. We don't have a live feed of that, but we have been showing you highlights. So we're going to go back to Warren Central, Ben Davis, 3:22 left. We're going to see if Warren Central, all they need is a field goal. But
they're getting close.
I mean, they're sort of getting close to field goal range. Again, high school kickers,
Hey, man, this season we've seen, like you said, a 50-yarder.
A 50-yarder, and the Plainfield kicker who hit that, I think his name was Harris Nichols. Good for me for knowing that. His career high to that point was like a 32-yarder.
So there you go. Just because it's unlikely doesn't mean it's impossible.
There you go. And another final, Speedway 21, Monrovia 14. So the Sparkplugs, one of the better team names in the area. Yeah, so they're the big one there. And also, Danville leads Tri-West 28-7 in a game we have been following. But we're kind of sticking with this game and the Decatur Central Mooresville game here right now.
Do you trust him enough to make this kick at this point in time, or do you go for it on 4th down?
Single coverage across the line here. Giants showing blitz. Powell steps up and is going to take a sack at the 35-yard line. Toomer coming in from the backside, picking up the big-time sack on Prince Powell.
Yeah, well, what a great job by Ben Davis's defense. They came with the pressure, and that's what I've been saying all night long. When you see that pressure, you flushed him out of the pocket right there, and then he makes a mistake right there, knowing that you were in field goal position. You can't take a sack. You got to throw the ball away, but you can't take a sack in that situation because now you basically are in a scenario that you got to kick a.
And here comes Joe Jackson, setting up for a 53-yarder from the right hash. They're going to have to hurry. And now Coach West takes the timeout, as that was a very rushed field goal attempt, and the final timeout taken by Warren Central with 2:40 to go. And a huge decision coming from this Warren Central sideline.
Well, and it's unfortunate because Coach West and his staff, they were indecisive in that situation, and they waited too long to make that decision, and then there wasn't enough time on the clock. You're running your team in right there, and then you're forced to burn your very last time out. And so, the question becomes, how confident are you? Because what do we got here, Logan? What do we have? A
53-yarder.
53-yarder. I can't tell.
Wind is to his back.
Exactly what that wind's doing right there. But it must be at least with him enough. Here's the thing. He has enough leg. It's all about the hold and the confidence in the way he is going to kick this ball right here. And so, a 54-yarder he already has on the books this year, and Coach West said he thought in practice, in the right scenarios, 57 would probably be his absolute max. They're going to put him to the test right here.
Bit of a southwest wind coming in for Joe Jackson. He hit that 54-yarder and a huge win against Lawrence Central last week. That one was 40-0. This one is against your crosstown rival. Game on the line here for the senior kicker. Kick is up, and it is no good. Wide left, didn't quite get there as Ben Davis holding steady defensively. And now the celebration starting a little early for the Giants from the west side.
Well, here's what Ben Davis understands right now is, Warren Central burned a timeout early on when they decided to go for it on 4th down. They weren't ready on the goal line. They had to burn another one there because Ben Davis was going for 2, so they weren't ready. And then they didn't get the kick out, the punt.
And end it.
All right, jumping back over to Mooresville, Decatur Central in this one, 20-14. Going to pick up the action here. Let's take it away with the call.
Well, quick update here. You want
No, you got it.
Okay, no, it's not
You got
like you were going
it,
to
bro. All
give me
you, bro.
Mooresville actually had thrown an interception to Decatur Central, got overturned by penalty. Is that what I'm being told? Overturned by a penalty. So now Mooresville has a chance here to really put this game away, and there's a timeout. I mean, I can only sell it so much, I get.
Anticipation builds.
It's a bit of a letdown. We do have highlights we can show you while this timeout goes on. Quite a bit of highlights, actually. Michael McCleary's been busy over there working the highlight desk.
A lot of action collects.
So here we go. This is Peyton Rogers from Gibson Southern. Gonna give me that. Nice interception there. And he's going to go a good distance there for Gibson Southern. Ooh, geez, he's going to hit there pretty hard in the face. That's 2014 at the halftime of that time against Southridge. This is Blake Herds to Julian Johnson for Evansville Central. Wide open. Hello. Yeah.
Where is that?
I don't know where the defense is. Yep. Ooh, take a bow.
Classy.
It must have been, yeah, okay. I'm not going to say anything.
What?
Here we go. No. This is Rory Helsley from Gibson Southern. right there. Another wide open behind the defense, and he's going to go in for the touchdown. That's Brady Allen is the quarterback there for Gibson Southern. Guess where he's going?
Boiler up.
Boiler up. There you go.
Looks like we're actually going to get back into some action, I believe, here. Team is telling us we got the live action back in the Mooresville Decatur Central game. They're back on the field, and
see, look
like
at
you said, pivotal moment.
Even in the, again, not social distancing. I'm not going to judge. I do see some masks, though, so we're good there.
But they're not on.
It's okay. I'm not their parents.
Yeah, true.
Oh, we're going for a field goal here. So this will make it a 2-possession game. Really important kick here. It's a little shorter than 53 yards of the last one we saw, and it is up, and it is no good.
Oh, man.
It looks like he pushed it. So Decatur Central lives again. So just a 6-point game. Wow. And we know they can score, so this game is far from over. So definitely keep an eye on this at DCHS Live. Again, that's pay-per-view, and whoa, we got a Ben Davis touchdown.
Big update.
Ben Davis touchdown. I'm sure we'll see a highlight here and how it happened from our friends at the MIC Network. Again, a big offensive line for Ben Davis.
And this off of that big, that taking a shot at a huge, 53-yard field goal. And that's always tough.
See, now they're going for 2, which concerns me a little bit here, because if you kick no, because then it's a 2-possession game.
Exactly. You're already at the 21-14,
Yeah, just might as well. This ends it for all intents and purposes. That's going to end.
And it is not over.
Nope. So.
And a minute and 18 is an eternity.
18. And so this will be the game we put to bed with you for Friday Night Live, unless it goes to overtime. And then if it goes to overtime, you can watch all the entirety of overtime on IndyStar.com because it's the MIC Network Game of the Week.
Absolutely. So Warren Central down 1 touchdown. Minute 18, 1 timeout to work with.
Do we want to run through those last highlights?
Yeah, let's go through the highlights because this last drive is going to be something to see, and we're going to want to make sure you see it. So let's jump back into the highlights.
This is going to be Camden Counts, more from Evansville Central. Nice little screen pass. Going to find the sideline, and he is going. Looks like some defenders have some angles. Yeah. Ooh, well, he blew that angle. You got this? Nope. So 52 yards later, touchdown, 28-0 Evansville Central. We're going to stick with, this is Edgewood. Guess what? They're playing on the road, so I don't have to worry about a red field. That hurts my eyes. I know, but that's Shane Wickens with a nice sliding catch. They lead South Putnam 35-0.
Edgewood, you've got a great football field. Don't listen to this
It's
guy.
not the best. Here's Isaiah Cooper. We're going back to Evansville Central. Tip ball. Ooh, nice interception. Good job diving for that one to get it. Again, I really like that stadium. It's like a minor league football.
I'm just enamored with that stadium.
I like stadiums. Right. Here we go. Carmel, LN. We talked about Carmel taking the lead in this game. That's Donovan, geez, I can't even say it right. Doesn't matter. It's a Lawrence North quarterback. He fumbles the ball. Sacked there by Hayden Cate. All right. Then we got Joey Pierre from Evansville Mater Day. Got to find some seam there. 36 yards later, touchdown. And gallops into the end zone. Yeah, there was a hurdle over the goal line if you didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
He had to go over it. Nice touchdown there. And then again, another sack from Caden Curry. I promise it happened.
Yes, there was absolutely another sack.
Well, actually, what happened was we were helping the family of the quarterback. We didn't want to see them get hurt.
Yeah, we know the sack happened. No need to replay it. We've already lived it once. So back into the action here on IndyStar Friday Night Live.
Here we go. Kickoff return. Ben Davis, Warren Central. Warren Central down by 7. And does the ball come out? No, he holds on to it. So ball at the 43, 44-yard line. Minute and 11 to go. 7 points. We will let the folks, the MIC Network, take us away.
High drama, high tension. Let's go.
Timeouts remaining. 1:11 on the clock. Has a chance to make a drive to tie this ball game.
And Warren Central's had some success throwing the ball down the field, and they've done a good job throwing the ball down the middle of the field at that. And so I look for them to try to throw the ball down the middle in this situation.
Powell rolling left side, looking deep, and that's going to be out of reach for Jermaine Watson, the senior receiver. Incomplete, and looked like Powell had his man in the flat there, but wanted the home run.
Well, I think that's what you got to be patient. You don't have to have the home run right now. 10 yards, 15 yards, get the ball to one of your guys, let him get down there. You've got plenty of time on the clock right now. You don't have to hit the home run on first down.
2nd and 10 for Warren Central. Remember, the clock stops on first downs in high school, so 1:05 on the clock is an eternity. Again, Powell, left side, steps up in the pocket, looks to Howard in the flat. He's tackled by Moore immediately. Gain of 5. Warriors are going to have to hurry now since he didn't get out of bounds.
Now that is the difference. That's not the kind of situation. He's got to relax. He's got to make sure everybody's set right here to be able to throw that ball.
And they were, looks like, going to go for a spike now with 45 seconds. Powell going to take it left side. Same play, looking for Howard, incomplete. So 4th down with 38 seconds to go from the 48-yard line.
Yeah, that's just an interesting set right now. I think right now they're rushing too much. They had plenty of time on the clock. They didn't have to do that right there. Now this is a big 4th down, and they've got to get a first down right here, obviously, to stay in this game.
Well, Delgado has been the man all night long. Michael Clark, the big body tied in. Sure hands as well. Look for one of those two guys to possibly be the target here for Prince, Powell, and the Warren Central Warriors to keep this game alive. Under 10 on the play clock. Ben Davis looking for a big 4th down stop to seal the victory. Powell, screen to Watson. Watson looking for the first down marker, and he's going to be short, it looks like. They've stopped the clock. The official right on it. We'll see again coming down to a measurement. And waiting for the official call from the referee.
That is an interesting play call.
Oh, my goodness, and there it is. Turnover on downs for Warren Central, and the Ben Davis Giants are going to come out with a dicey 21-14 victory here over the Warren Central Warriors.
You know, Logan.
All right, so not enough to get the first down. It's going to be a turnover and downs, effectively ending that one. Heck of a matchup.
It comes up just inches short. Inches short.
So that one was excitement start to finish, but this whole night has been a whirlwind week of high school football here on Friday Night Live. Tons of big scores, a few blowouts, but lots of action early on.
And a rap album released.
Brand new rap album released.
We're calling it rap?
Yes.
Okay, I know some people
Rap,
say R&B.
hip-hop.
Yeah, okay, hip-hop. Okay.
It's not R&B. This isn't Kevin Campbell. What are you doing?
Brian McKnight?
Brian McKnight. How old are you?
37.
Anyway, we want to thank everyone who joined us.
He doesn't
for
make
this
music
week's,
anymore?
No.
Really?
At all. Actually, Google Brian McKnight. You'll be surprised.
I don't want to now.
Anyway,
It's like R. Kelly.
IndyStar Friday Night Live presented by Bath Experts. Been a great week. I want to, as always,
I got one plug. I got one
you
plug.
got a plug?
Yes. Not for a rap album or anything like that.
I hope not.
But Decatur Central, Mooresville, that game is still going on. Still one possession game.
Yes.
So if you want to finish that game, you can go to DCHS Live is carrying that again. That's pay-per-view, though. You'll have to pay for the ending, but we're not going to show it to you on this show.
So again, check them out, DCHS Live on pay-per-view. Big thank you to them and all of our network partners who continue to support not just this show, but to celebrate high school football and the student athletes who entertain us every single week, give us a chance to just sit back, cheer, enjoy. It's been, the highlight for me every Friday night. Sitting with you's all right.
I know.
But the action that these students are putting on the field, that's what I'm here for.
Who would you rather spend your Friday nights with?
How much time you got? Anyway, I want to thank everybody. Big shout out to the IndyStar Friday Night Live crew, all the people who powered this behind the camera and out on the field. Big thank you to our sponsor, Bath Experts, for continuing to support and believe in us, and all of our network partners for doing what you do. So have a wonderful weekend. For Matt Glenesk, I am your host, Justin L. Mack. Thanks for joining
dropping
us.
the L on him.
Find my album on Spotify, Apple Music, Shameless Plug City. Let's go. Have a great week.
Happy Rosh Hashanah.